So you're getting to see these different waves of this heat race get on course.
Man, look at this
Hey,
shot.
look, there we are.
Hey.
Oh, look, there we went.
Oh, man.
They don't care about us.
All right, look at them
all.
slide in here.
Charging up that hill. Look at that. That's that elevation we've been talking about all day. If you guys haven't been out here.
I was so excited when we were on the track to get to hit that turn right there more than any others.
I know.
And then I was totally too scared to back it in going uphill.
You know, oh, look, we got one upside down right there.
Wow.
We're going to get the staff over there.
I think more people go upside down right there than anywhere
in that
else
corner.
on the track.
Yep. They'll get up on a bicycle right there in that corner.
Some say that corner is haunted.
Well, all I know is these guys right here in your amateur NA class, guys and girls, there's some ladies out there in the field.
Oh, yeah.
Are flying. Look, there's a 237 just sailing it right there. We saw.
That's Bree Seek and Josie Watkins battling right now.
That's right. And there we are back on board.
Oh, Yamaha in the crowd.
Yeah, look at that. That FPV drone. That is a pretty cool shot right there. There you're seeing some sections right there where it's kind of a dual line right there.
Oh, man.
What do we got right here?
They're
Caution.
trying to get the caution
They
out.
got to do the right thing.
Got to get the caution
No
out.
passing under caution.
Good for those guys. Great sportsmanship.
Great sportsmanship right there.
But you know what? Caution's over. I'm out front.
Yeah. Did you see that?
Oh, look. Oh, you can't see it on your screen, but we just saw somebody sail the jump and lose control in the Yamaha that we were talking about earlier. And
Hey,
come off track.
look what's right behind us. You see this? Is this dude asking for money or what?
It's a majestic unicorn.
That's a majestic unicorn?
Yep. Some say it doesn't really exist.
He brought us a. Oh man.
These are legit.
Yeah, let me get one of those. Let me snag one of those. Those look nice and edible.
Oh, we have been gifted with candy. Now, there's something creepy about that dude walking around handing candy out.
I mean, not even in a van.
I know. I'm surprised he's here this weekend. He's so famous and all, but he stopped by just to kind of give us a hard time and assert dominance.
That's right.
We can bring him in here in the show in just a minute, and then we can. Oh, Scott Rain is playing a trumpet as he walks through.
Oh my goodness.
This is absolutely amazing right now.
Hey, look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Should we let him sit in the middle?
I think he should sit in the middle.
All right, we'll let him sit in the middle then. I'm going to move over.
Amateur NA, Helms, Watkins, Seek, 1, 2, 3 on the track. There's Rowden and Medlin in the 4th and 5th. And hey, we're sitting right here right now. My man's getting his headset on. Joey, I'll let you introduce this legend.
He is. Never heard of him.
Let's hear it, Joey. Introduce me then, dog.
Yeah.
All right, listen. We've got a guest in here. He's famous for many reasons, but the most recently famous thing about him is he became friends with me and Matt.
That's right.
And now you're on a different level, but we're sitting up here with Dustin Battle Axe Jones. Y'all welcome him to the show.
Man, I just want to welcome myself here, to be honest with you, Joey. This place is crazy. Mid-America, dude, is like no place I've ever been. It's a place that you fall into this, you lose track of time and space. And so I literally just woke up from a nap because I lost track of time and space at Coconuts last night. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
So it was rumored that somebody had stolen some pizza last night, and you were the prime suspect. Do you know anything about this?
Yeah, man. So listen to this. About 1 a.m. last night, leaving Coconuts, we went to the Pizza Shack right here on the premises. And so we walked up, and there was a pizza sitting there, and me and Joey was like, "Hey, man, whose Meat Lovers is that?" And dude was like, "Oh, this is Laura's." So I was asking, and Joey was like, "Oh, yeah, my wife's name's Laura, so that's my pizza." Bought this pizza from the Pizza Shack. The people that were waiting walked up and was like, "Hey, is our pizza ready yet?"
Oh, man.
And me and Joey walked off with it. So,
well,
we didn't walk far. We walked about 5 feet and ate the pizza while they were asking where their pizza was.
Sure they were. I mean, I'd expect nothing less from you, and the Meat Lovers is just right on par. So.
But listen, here's my biggest question. What other off-road facility in the world can you have a place like Coconuts on site, walk out into the paved parking lot, and have pizza after midnight? I want to know where does that happen at?
Listen, I'm running things through my mind right now while I'm trying to watch this race, Joey, and I can't think of a single place where you can do all three of those things at once.
I mean, not to mention we have Coconuts 2 now. I mean, dude.
I don't think the world's ready, y'all.
I know we weren't.
I know we weren't either.
I wasn't ready for one last night, but let's see. We got the RS1 class running right now. What class is this? It looks like
Amateur.
Yep.
Amateur NA.
Amateur NA.
So it's funny you call it the RS1 class because they're literally everybody's figured out those little machines are perfect in the NAs.
That's right.
Man, power to weight on these little cars is so good, being that they're a single-seater. And you wouldn't think it's that much because you only lose a little bit of frame, a little bit of skid plate, a little bit of dash, roll bar. But, man, these little cars power to weight. These things rip.
Well, I can tell you this. There's a couple of girls out there that's already showed that they're the best in the women's division. That's Bree Seek and Josie Watkins. They've been beaten up in this men's class all year long. We've been watching them get on the top spot. So these heats that they're running today is going to really set them up for the finals tomorrow.
Hey, just now that you mentioned that, look at that. That's Blake Helms leading the way. Bree Seek's in second. Dakota Medlin. There's Ashley Rowden and Josie Watkins. So in the top 5, there's 3 of those ladies right there.
Dang, them girls out there putting it down.
Yeah, they're doing work today. It's visions. You don't show up to kind of do it. Like, you got to do it big.
Man.
I used to race in a women's class, and I always let them all beat me because you know why?
I want to know why.
I'm a gentleman. Ladies first.
Oh.
That simple.
You know what? Let's just go
That's
clear
exactly
this up.
why I let you win when we raced.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why don't we just see if we can find you an NA car for the second race and put you in with her girls?
So every car that I find is in a not applicable.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes most sense.
Yeah, I definitely am not applicable to be on that race course ever again after the cheating that was involved the first time I did it.
Yeah, yeah.
So apparently it's a kind of a big deal if you don't do the whole course each lap.
Yeah.
Says who?
This guy.
Oh, well, I mean,
That.
it depends on when you're flying your flag super high as the winner.
Thank you. What's surprising, man, is these cars are actually moving really good out here. I know this is the NA amateur class, but these dudes are strong. They rip around this course.
They are, and you know, there's some other classes that we've seen out here where we see guys running NA cars in turbo classes.
And they do well.
They do very well, yeah.
So when we do the Pro NA, it's going to be right before the Pro Turbo.
Yep.
You're going to see there's only about 2 to 3 seconds max difference between those top times. Some of those NA cars will jump in there and run with those turbos, and it's like they elevate their game up when the turbos are on track. They'll be running right with them.
But, Len, to be honest with you, let me tell you, that kind of breaks down a really, really good technical track because there's a lot of tracks out there. Look at this battle going on right here. Throwing it in. Should have hit them with the over-under move. Did a little tire rubbing, but they are battling. But what I was saying, that gives you a good idea of how good this track out here at Mid-America is because the Pro NAs are nearly as fast as the Pro Turbos. And naturally, the Pro Turbos cars make huge power. Those cars are super fast, but they can still be competitive because you'll go out to some tracks and it's a full-on horsepower track, and whoever's got the biggest motor is the fastest. That's not the case out here at Mid-America.
Yeah, we heard that in an interview earlier, too, with one of our female drivers. She actually said, you know, this is a technical track, so it's about skill, right? And you can throw anything you want at me out here, and I'm totally up for it, you know? So it's a cool track out here. If you've never been to Mid-America and you're at home watching, you're getting to see probably, in my opinion, I mean, one of the best tracks, if not the best, short course track racing facility in the country.
They've done a good job of not just building a good, fast track with some exciting natural elevation changes out here. They got a beautiful facility, but also spectating is really nice. That's what's tough with racing is not many people get to spectate, and not only in the live feed, but you can sit right here behind us and see the whole track.
Well, you know this used to be a lake.
I did not know.
Yeah, so if you look right here, there's the Ultimax spillway. That used to be the dam, so.
20 foot deep.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
So the cool thing about spectating while you said it is they built this big wall down here, spent a lot of money building a covered area so you can sit down there. They've got a concession stand. There's blowers down there that's got all kind of goodies inside of there. You can sit there, see 80% of the track from one spot, and you're covered out of the sun, and, man, people utilize it. It's awesome. We pipe in everything we're talking about right now. They're hearing it underneath those awnings. So they get to hear the whole live show. It's something we changed the past few events because me and Matt used to stand down there with them and hang out and have a good time. But now we just we do it all in one shot. So now they can hear it all.
They get all the action. You get the action at home. It's a good time. And there you see checkered flag is out.
Can we give a rundown real quick of the top 10 cars, I guess, man?
Yeah,
Because
for
they
sure.
literally just 1 and 2 or a little wad of cars just ran through. Let's see what the top 10 were.
Yeah, it looks like
We're going to bring it up.
Sewers in your top spot. Helms in that second position. Medlin in third. Breeseek in fourth. Poppert in the fifth position. There's Ashley Rowden in sixth.
Josie Watkins in seventh.
Yeah. Taylor in eighth and Isabella in ninth. Leeming in 10th.
That is it. Now, I want you to look at these times. So they're a little bit, as far as their last laps, they're a little bit all over the place. But if you look at kind of how they're seated in there, overall, this was a pretty close race, especially with those first 2 and 3. They stayed within a few seconds of each other the whole entire race, which after racing 2.2 miles on one lap, 4 laps, you're almost you're 9 miles in, basically.
Yep.
That
Not
is
good at simple math, but that sounds about right.
I can tell you this: when you race 9 miles, for you to just be a half second off or a second off, that's some tight racing.
Yeah,
That
for
is-
sure. Those boys were running close, man. Or, excuse me, boys and girls
There you go.
were
Right.
running close out there.
Well, you know what we got coming up next? Expert Turbo. You see them lining up down there. We're going to have a couple of ways. This is big. 19 drivers in Expert Turbo.
Man, I'm looking through that whole front row, and you boys know I'm a factory Can-Am guy. I see
Right.
Can-Am, 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 Can-Am.
Do you know why they're on the front row? This
Man.
is a good question. Good learning opportunity for you. Do you know why?
I think they line up the cars in alphabetical order, and C becomes before P, and so Can-Am before Polaris.
No, what they actually do, for you at home that are wondering, we talked about it earlier, you get seated in your heat by your point standing, and all those Can-Ams are leading the points. So that means Can-Am is dominating this Expert Turbo class.
Yeah, there's actually only 4 Polaris cars in this field right now.
Oh.
Yep. And,
Would-
and they're trying to convert as fast as they can. You know, they just can't afford a Can-Am. They can't afford Can-Am. They're,
Yeah.
you know, it's a premium product,
Right?
so they're just kind of dealing with what they can right now. But they'll get there.
Let's hit some names. Let's run through this Turbo Expert. I want to know who's running in this race.
Well, Harley Holland, Greg Hayes, Grant Stephen, Mickey Schroeder, Levi Metzinger, Rusty Pipes, Jason Sears, Derek Stevens, Austin Braden, Cruz Burchard, Eric Vaughn, Christopher Smith, Jonas Fisher, Donovan Willis, Christopher Welch, Justin Barube, Matt Hecker, Kendra Hoop, one lady in the field,
Dang.
and Caleb Broker. All right, Dustin.
Yeah.
You just heard the names. Is there anybody in that group that stands out to you?
Man, what's crazy is I've raced alongside and I've watched Rusty Pipes run quite a bit. And what's surprising, would nearly guarantee he's one of the older guys out of the whole field. And he's an old dirt track racer, man. He used to own Pipes You Pull It, so you know he can get some spare parts. And so this dude's always somebody to contend with. But there's a couple other names on there, man. That
But
I've
hold on.
What? Well,
While you're on Rusty Pipes, you may not know this, but I'm going to let you know. Since his name's so cool, we came up with some names for us.
All right,
Okay.
Flowmaster.
That's Flowmaster Matt.
all right.
I'm Straight Pipe Joey. Who are you going to be?
Man, I'm going to be, man, could I just use my own name? Could I just use Battle Axe, or I got to be like Cherry Bomb or
Yeah,
freaking.
you got to be a cherry bomb.
Okay, all right, Cherry Bomb is my
Glass
name.
Pack.
Glass Pack Jones. I'll take Glass.
That's actually pretty good.
I'll take Glass Pack Jones.
So
for now.
listen, I don't know if you know this, but Rusty's lost his privileges to drive alone. His wife actually chose to ride with him.
She
Yeah.
did.
So she sits there and kind of does his directing, like, honey, you're a little fast. Honey, I need you to back off. Honey, we're not going fast enough.
Maybe that helps with car conservation, but I'm going to be honest with you. That's a bold move because a lot of these guys are big on weight reduction right now, and it's because UTV racing is getting so competitive. And there's several of our chassis that we build from S3 Power Sports in that lineup right there. And those dudes, all they care about is the lightest car they can get. So it really surprises me to see people run passengers sometimes.
So tell me about this, since you are building it. And if you don't know at home, Dustin owns S3 Power Sports, and this man right here builds some of the sickest builds all over the country. When you have a car that comes out of there, what is your goal weight? If somebody's coming to short course, what are you building for? How light can you get that car?
Man, ultimately you want to get it as light as possible, but as things have gotten more competitive, they have started putting a lot of weight requirements on the series. So you can't just build the lightest car you can. Or the lightest car possible. So now we've started building the lightest cars we can and weighting them where we want to, putting a fuel cell in a certain position. And even on a few cars that we just built, we had to add some weight to the corners. And so that makes them turn a little better, makes them jump a little flatter. And
More
so
predictable.
a lot more predictable, man. So Man, when you start getting in the close to the 1,500-pound range with a fully built race car, that's when you're getting a super light car. And so
that power to weight ratio really starts to change when you shave that 300-400 pounds off.
oh, for sure, especially from a factory car.
All right, here they go.
Comes that first wave.
Your boy Rusty Pipes looked like he started to pull a whole shot. He's on the high side of the corner.
Yeah,
yep.
he is.
Rusty Pipes coming out up front. Who's in second right there in that blue car?
That looks like
Holland. That's Harley. I believe.
Harley Holland right there.
That is Harley Holland. So that is the race car that I was mentioning to you. It's a pretty legit race car. I told him that there's an in-house car, and that is it right there. Harley is racing.
Oh, it is. Okay. That's a little Mid-America
Hey, big
car.
shout out to Harley Holland also from Trophy Tractor hooking us up with the water truck for out here this weekend.
Yeah,
so.
Harley really took care of us, making sure that he was helping out, and we appreciate everybody pitching in, and we appreciate everybody that supports Mid-America, this live feed, and all these racers. This is one big old happy family, and we're happy to be a part of it.
Man,
look at this. The second wave's going, and hey, Dustin, I'm pretty sure you've worked on that car that's in second. That's Austin Braden right there. Bumping a little bit. Taking that spot. He's got that fresh 360 wraps, TMX rocking on the side right there. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's Donovan Willis right in front of him, I believe. Or wait, let's see, UTV Race Shop.
Yeah, that looks like Donovan Willis' car. We actually built that chassis for him, and so that's crazy to see him doing good. You know, that's about a 4-year-old chassis that he's running right there, and it actually won a championship under one of my salesmen at S3 Power Sports. So that used to be Logan Brazina's car at S3 Power Sports. Sold it to Donovan Willis about 3 years ago. That star is still getting it.
Y'all, we just had one land off the tabletop.
Oh,
the tire come off.
That's Rusty
Rusty,
Pipes.
no.
Oh, no, Rusty.
Running in the number one spot, man. Blew
There
the
it
rear
is.
left off.
And it is entering racetrack. Somebody's going to have to spear that off the track. Look, here he goes. The guy's running. Can we get a shot of that on the screen?
Oh, there we got it up there.
Oh, get that tire.
That's a dicey spot to be on the track. You're coming right off of that tabletop. The second pack of cars is about to come through.
Oh, here's our first in-cab experience today in this class.
That's Kendra Hoops still sitting. I believe that's Kendra Hoops sitting down there on the line. Mid-America.
Look at this guy. Aggressive move with a 6x6 during this race. He's real bold getting out there with those guys.
The crew is on top of it. They're moving over there towards the car, but here comes the second wave of cars. This is where it might get dangerous.
Hey, I can tell you this right now. We've got some of the best crews out here taking care of. They're about to get Rusty Pipes out of there as soon as it's safe. Caution's already out, but they're coming off of a blind jump, so they're trying to figure out where that caution's at. But they're about to have an opportunity, and they're going to have to take it right here. This really changes the dynamic of this heat because there's so many people, so many moving parts. They're having to slow down, speed up. It's unfortunate for Rusty, but it really changes it for everybody.
It is, man. That was a tough break because he was running the number one spot on the first row, which means he's got clean air. Makes a big, big difference.
No doubt about it. He could have led that whole race. We just saw him come out and dominate in the over 40.
That's right.
So, Matt, on this caution like this, I know they threw a caution to get Rusty off the pipes.
Yep.
Will they restack the entire field? Will they let them continue at race pace? What is it?
No, so this is a local caution. So as you can see right there, they will drop down. Oh, see, what just happened right there on screen, if you're at home watching, is illegal and would have cost that driver. He caught it. He backed off. He did not make that position change under caution.
He switched back so he didn't get a DNF.
Yep. Because they are watching. They do not want anybody. Safety's the biggest priority. When caution's on the track, we want everybody to slow down, safely get through that local caution. We will re-rack them and restart them if it's necessary, but something like that, local caution only, and we're back at it.
Yeah.
Right now, Harley Holland's showing us how to get it done. That looks like Steven in second, Hayes running in third, Sears in fourth. Look at that, Willis in fifth. Joey, do we have any times over there so we can see what some lap times are?
Yeah, we've got a few things going over here. Let me take a check.
I see you wasting time while you're trying to get this iPad unlocked.
Oh, I got it
Everybody
unlocked.
at home, in case y'all want to know Joey's iPad code, it's 0201. So
Oh, me. Well, listen right here. Harley Holland is sitting out front running a 205. Donovan Willis did turn out a pretty fast one right there. I'm waiting on some of these to update, but looks like a 202 may be one of our fastest times of the day. And as we were talking about earlier, 202, that's pro times.
202 is a pretty close to a pro time. What's just tell me, we've seen Austin Braden win a lot of races out here. What's he looking like right now on times?
So Austin Braden is running a 204.66. Looks like second fastest lap of the day right here in this heat. That is moving on. I can tell you something about Austin Braden, though. I think he's got a little more in him. I think he can do a little better. That car's fast.
That car's real fast. They've been putting a lot of work. I know you guys have done a lot of work on that car. And
We have. And he's a good driver, man. He's an excellent driver.
It's like I'm seeing a little bit of a pattern here.
Yeah.
There's some certain Can-Am cars we keep talking about that are excelling.
Oh, man, it makes me smile to see those cars do good. But, man, racing is so dynamic. I mean, look at Rusty. First lap, had a good gap, I felt like. Came over the tabletop. Looked like he probably sheared all the left side studs on the rear and popped a tire off. And so, man, it's just so tough on these cars. These guys are running so hard, and you're running on that ragged edge.
Yeah, and for you guys that are home watching, we keep trying to tell you about how just incredible the elevation changes is. I mean, what do you think about that? To me, I got the opportunity to race with Joey on the track. Other than that, before that, we had done slow laps in a Defender. When you strap into one of these cars and you go race speed around this track, it's a whole nother animal, and the elevation makes it just that much more fun.
Man, that's one of the unique things about racing out here is you are racing down in basically this lake bottom, like what Joey was describing. So that means just like at your lake, if you were to drain it, it's got high sides that rise up. So Mid-America is capitalized on that, and you actually climb the hills. Even off the start line, you drop off one side, run up, throw it around the berm. It makes it really exciting to race, but also nerve-wracking, man, because when you top some of these blind hills and you have left-hand turns over a blind hill or a little jump at the top, man, it is sketchy, but you just got to have faith in your car. You know the track is correct, and so you just got to run what you know and not what you see.
That's right.
So I just realized something right here. There's a name on here that I'm very familiar with. He is Levi Metzinger. Metzinger's a young kid. They're up north. I think they may be in Indiana or Ohio, but let me tell you, short course is not his thing. He's an Ultra 4 racer, and he does endurance racing. He's come out here, and right now he's running second place overall.
Impressive.
In this class.
Impressive for Metzinger for sure.
There's a lot of crossover, man, that's good in when it comes to side-by-side racing. So I've seen a lot of motocross, two-wheel, quad race guys do really good in cars. And I don't know, Matt, you may have come from riding bikes. Is it because you get good at spotting lines when you've only got two wheels, you don't have a cage, you don't have a harness, so you have to be a little more cautious, pick your lines better, and then when you get in a cage and steering wheel, you can really hang it out there?
I truthfully believe that has a little bit to do with it. You know, I come from the moto world, and there is a certain level of gained comfort when you have a cage and you have harnesses. You know, I have been on the wrong side of a couple of bad wrecks on the short course track, and, you know, I walk away from those.
Yeah.
You know, I think back to my moto days, and, you know, I had a bad crash, walked away with a brain injury, spinal cord injury, you know.
But,
so,
I mean, who needs those things?
Hold on. So that explains some things.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
all of a
Sorry,
sudden,
I forgot to tell you earlier.
my man is on the move.
Yeah.
We're looking at what, is
That's Willis and Braden right there.
Donovan Willis and Austin Braden battling out.
They've been battling. They've been sliding those things in side by side in a lot of these turns.
If you're at home watching right now, this is a fun one, Expert Turbo. Do not get out of your seats and go anywhere because we still have a lot of racing coming up. We're running through the heats today, tomorrow. We're getting into the mains, and it's going to be a big day. We got a lot going on for the rest of the day today. Dustin, what else are we going to do today?
Man, what's crazy is this whole day and this whole week is full of events. So I know coming up this week, a few of the things that I'm excited about is the Barbie Jeep race. They've got the pit bikes. That's later this week. But I think today there may be some rock bounce. Man, Joey.
We did the rock bouncing this morning.
I was there.
You was there for that.
I think I was there for that.
We're gonna be actually having some poolside fun with the kiddos.
Yeah.
And we've got some big national music acts coming in, Blackstone Cherry and Buck Cherry tonight. But we're gonna start that off with a live charity auction and a freestyle motocross stunt show that I think you were able to see a little piece of that last night. We're gonna do some more of that again with the FMX guys.
Look at this battle, man. These guys are starting to get down, and Austin is kind of closed up on Donovan.
Yeah.
And you see him kind of pacing him, seeing what his lines are. This is when racing gets really fun. And I've always felt like it's a little tougher to be the leader, man, because you have to set the pace. You're not sure how hard those guys are pushing behind you. That was
it. Checkered flag. Yeah.
They were going to battle right down to the end.
So it looks like Willis, Braden, Smith, Holland, and Metzinger. Did we miss something there?
So what happened is the second wave came on strong after the local caution.
Okay, all
it
right.
got cleared. If you didn't notice, it got cleared on lap 2. So lap 3, they turned it on and moved in the front, and then on that final lap, they secured that they were the faster heat there. So really cool that the Donovan Willis and Austin Braden battle ended up being that way. I do have a feeling one more lap, I do think Braden was setting him up to take him on an inside out at 2 places on this track, but run out of a little bit of time with just a 4-lap heat, but we'll see tomorrow in a 5-lap main.
Hey, yeah, he's going to get that lap tomorrow, so hopefully he can get a good start and get out in front. And so lots of great driving right there from everybody in Expert Turbo. Congrats to Donovan Willis, Austin Braden,
Those guys
Smith,
finished,
Holland, Metzinger.
Those guys finished within a second of each other. Y'all's guy, Harley Holland, he finished well, the Mid-America sponsor guy,
Hey,
right?
let me tell you something. Harley, this is his first time racing. He has no experience, and he's come out this year straight out the box and been winning. All right, let's get down there to the pool, see if I can find my kids.
Wait, hold on. I think we got somebody up on top of the hill with an interview. Is that Tiffany Stone?
All right, let's go down there and see.
Harley, we were just talking about how warm and dusty it is right here. Obviously, the dust is still coming up this way. Walk us through how your heat was for you.
Excuse me?
How was your heat for you?
Oh, it was good. JD, even all the guys there at the backhoe crew, they've got it dialed in pretty good. Got to thank Gayla and Jason a lot for giving me the chance with this. And my guys, Bill and Matt, they've been working their butts off on this heat, so I appreciate it. And, of course, all the fans being out here.
And talking about that, we keep reiterating we got a full 24 hours until the mains tomorrow. With that being said, anything that you want to change up, any drive style, game plan, or is your car dialed?
No, we feel pretty good. We're still working on making it fly a little better. I want to look at the times of the other flights there behind us and see where we stack up, but I think we're pretty good.
Awesome. Well, I know you already thanked a bunch of other people. Do you have anybody else you'd like to thank?
No, we're good. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, back up to you guys.
Back to you.
All right, we are back. 100%. We still have plenty of racing action to go here today. If you could take a minute, like, share, follow, do all those great things for our Facebook and social media pages alike. Always, anytime we can help spread the message, get the marketing partners in front of more people, that's always going to be a benefit to the sport and all these racers. And, of course, if this is what you're interested in, it's going to benefit you too, because it just means more and more and more, and we can all grow together.
That's the exciting part about racing out here, man, is this live coverage is great for racers. You know, for us guys that are factory-sponsored guys, it gives us a ton of coverage. Man, you get to see us race. Fans can watch. Sponsors can see us actually running. So, man, this is – these live feeds, these helicopters or helos or drones, these guys are killing it, man. It's so important to do that at racing.
Man, you know, I feel like we've got some of the best drone pilots out there because they can literally pick up on what we're saying. They may be on the other side of the track, and somehow instantly they can get the shot that I just have. Man, I wish there's a shot over here. And next thing you know, it's like, bam, magic. There's the shot.
Man, yesterday, while y'all were Facebook battling about jorts, they literally flew that drone in here and landed it on the desk right next to us while we were announcing.
Guest announcer, we named him Droney.
Yeah, Droney.
Got it.
He was here hanging out.
Almost like Cerrone.
Well, yeah. Kinda like, did you tell him Glasspack Jones was on the way?
He got scared and flew away.
He didn't want to hang out for that, huh? Those dudes are some drivers themselves, man. For them to pace those race cars and chase them all around the track, those are some wheel men working those drones.
Yeah, it's impressive for sure.
So I can tell you how I met some of the guys with 7FPV. I was watching some things, and I was just like, man, you know, I wish I had live coverage like this. So I decided I was going to start doing live coverage with rock mounts a few years back, and just looking around, I was like, I'm going to buy my own drone, do it myself. Then I quickly realized I don't know how to fly a drone at all. And I know you've had your struggles with losing drones. And, y'all can go back and find that on Facebook World somewhere. But anyways, I was like, I've got to start finding somebody. So I just started looking on the internet and, you know, the dark web and stuff. And I found old 7FPV on the dark web.
The dark web. Huh?
Yeah, man. He was down there just hanging out, just chilling. But anyways, he called me and he was like, you know what? I think I could come to Kentucky. I'll just drive there from Texas and we'll just see how it goes. And be honest with you, it changed the game not only for me, but it also changed it for all the rock mounts, because after that event, Clyde adapted it as well, and he started using drones in all his footage. And for the past couple of years, everything's pretty much went to drones with maybe just a couple still shots in between, and it has just amplified the the whole experience, if you're watching that live feed, being able to see that movement. We had points where Josh was literally, rock bouncer would jump and he was swooping under them. It was absolutely insane.
And that puts you up close and personal on that stuff.
Speaking of shots, check it out. Fully loaded park here this weekend. Visions is going off. There you see the pool.
We keep
I'll
trying
be
to
there
see if
soon.
we can get to the pool and get down there and have some fun with some people. Because if you see on the back wall of that building at the pool,
Huge screen.
there's a huge screen, and they can hear what
They
we're
can
saying
hear
right
us.
now.
Yeah.
Get us down there, guys.
All right, we're working on it right now. We're about to make this happen. We're going to bring you pool view.
You know what? Let's see if Joey's wife's down by the pool. Just see what she's doing. If she's down there with the kids, and what's going, you know what I mean? Just what's going on down there.
Go down to the pool.
Just to make 100% sure.
Yeah. Secretly right now, Joey's on duty. He's checking on
We're going to
things,
see
you
if there's
know?
any kids hanging in that kiddie pool right there. And I have a few little, and I was going to see if I could just check in on real quick.
Hey, that lazy river looks awfully inviting right now.
Sure does.
It sure does. I think we all should go jump in it as soon as this is done.
Just out of curiosity, because I know that's on the ledge right there. Can you see the racetrack from
Absolutely.
the lazy? Oh,
So on the
man.
left side of your
What are
screen
we
right
doing?
now,
That's what I
What
said.
are we doing?
that whole
Announcer's
thing.
booth needs to be up there. It can have a little /VIP section, you know, like.
yeah.
Oh, man, we was on the little kiddie area playing around. Look at the
Check
splash
it out,
pad.
splash pad.
Look at everybody floating in the lazy river. Let's turn to our right a little bit.
Man, look at that lady holding her
And
kid under the water.
Go to the pools.
What was she doing?
Some of those kids act up a little bit. You got to teach them a lesson right there. All right, you see everybody hanging out, playing some volleyball, hitting some stuff right there.
All right, if you guys can
There's
hear
the
us up there,
screen.
you're on the big screen. Let's see you waving in the air.
Hey, guys, if y'all can hear us, turn around and wave at this thing. Let's see if they see us right here. Get a little closer. Buzz somebody's ears.
Yeah, can you give someone a haircut right now?
You see that guy with that hat on in that pool?
I bet you can't pop that ball.
If you hit that ball right here, I'll give you $100 bills right now.
$100.
Let me fly that drone just real
Hey,
quick.
look, they see us.
There they are.
Hey, there they are.
Is that guy wearing a white T-shirt in the swimming pool?
No, that's actually Matthew Holt. That's who that is.
Well, he looks like he's right where he needs to be.
Yeah, why you
He's
got
having a good time.
white shirt on in the pool?
There they are. There's Bree. Everybody's hanging out. There's a bunch of rock bouncer drivers in there.
That's
They're having
right.
a good time.
Hey, is that
Coconuts.
2 coconuts?
2 coconuts. They're in there having a good time. We got some beverages right by the
at
pool
this
area
dude.
now.
Just based on the swimming pool area here in Oklahoma, I'm gonna say a lot of people around here are farmers because I sure enough see some farmer tans in that swimming pool.
Look at that screen. It is so sick that you can be in that pool right there and enjoy all of this area.
But mainly enjoy hearing us talk. You know,
Hey, everybody's waving.
Look,
We're
everybody's
waving
checking
back.
it out.
Yeah.
Everybody's paying attention now. My wife is sitting, I think, somewhere in this zone over there. I was going to see
Okay,
if I could
okay.
be husband of the year.
In this zone?
Yeah, somewhere
Where
right
they
there.
at?
She's gone. She's done left. Huh, that's odd.
She saw you sending your spy drone over.
Yeah, she ran. She knew I was going to embarrass her. They're floating in the lazy river.
so that's
right
a
there.
continual. That literally is a lazy river. It continually
Full
moves
blown, yeah.
in a circle and just keeps
Yep.
just keeps rolling, right?
Yes.
Yeah, under some of these bridges, when you're coming around, they have water actually moving under it to keep it actually flowing and
Oh
moving.
yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
Man, I'm here to tell you, this area is great. If you're watching this at home, don't watch it at home no more. Come be here.
hang out.
Why would you not come? Man, I'm telling you, I feel like I could do a little parkour on that little area of splash pad.
Hey,
Did I hear there's a squirt gun contest coming up later?
Not
Oh,
a
no.
contest, a all-out war.
where?
Do they have
Everywhere?
Do they have super soakers?
Yes.
Like the one with the 3 tanks that I had when I was
Hey,
little.
hey,
Not the
listen.
good, the Super
listen.
Soaker 9000.
Joey can't come with us on. Well, Joey, he's part of this team.
He can watch.
Nobody else can come with us on this. But if we're gonna win this, we need to go get that race line water truck.
Oh, dude.
Done. Done.
Bro, I am a sniper.
I will blow you into next week with that thing.
We will change some kids' life with the water truck. You know what I mean? People will be getting coloring books for Christmas from now on.
Hey. Oh, he got me on that one. I
We're
know
having
it.
too much fun.
I know we
hey,
don't
look,
lose it up here.
Look here. There's an Australian mullet.
Oh, there it is. Check
Oh,
out the hair.
Look out.
Look at that thing gets longer in
Yeah,
the middle.
I know.
Oh, my
Look at it.
I call that a
gosh.
unicorn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is the mighty mullet, that's for sure.
Australia's finest Dexter Warren.
How do Australians get it to taper in the middle like that?
You have to eat Vegemite.
I guess.
Yeah, it's all about Vegemite.
What
Yeah.
on
Kind of like
earth?
one of those Joe Dirt things that just grew in all, you know.
Gosh,
Natural.
he was born with that mullet.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. If it'll help my hair grow like,
hold
like
on a
that
minute.
one, I'm there.
If he comes up here with a tube of Vegemite right now, I'm hopping this fence and running away. Y'all are on your
man,
own.
listen, I done told you.
Have
man.
you ever had it?
No, we'll heat it up and freebase it right now. We'll take Vegemite just straight to the vein right now.
To the next
Yeah,
level.
straight to the next level. I don't care.
Hey, listen, I don't even know what Vegemite is.
don't either.
It sounds disgusting.
It's terrible.
But I'll try anything twice.
It's terrible.
First time's just a test. Second time, you got to make sure.
Yeah. First time, shame on you. Second time, still shame on you because you know I'm going to do it again.
Yeah, you know I'm going to say yes.
Speaking of, we're getting ready to go racing. We got Vet 40 Plus NA. There they
Here
go
we
right
go.
there. Boodle, Mayo, Sides,
Boys tearing off
Harris,
the
Johnson, Buckafusco, and Poe. Who is it going to be?
line. I love that big
Hey,
bang turn on
Mayo,
start.
I can
look
tell
at
you
Mayo
right there.
bumping and grinding.
Yeah,
He got
Mayo
it.
made the move. He got a little rowdy in the corner there, but got the move made out in front.
Somebody had told me that Mayo didn't know if he was going to get the whole shot, but he had a whole fistful of Ninja Stars, and he was
willing to throw them on the track
he was going to pepper the track with those.
like an oil slick.
Yes, sir, like Mario Kart.
Yeah, like the green turtle that'll send
Speaking
people
of
spinning.
which, I've been wanting to do like a Mario Kart style race where we like can spin each other out with certain buttons.
You know what? This place has everything. What we need to get Jason to make us is one of those concrete spin tracks.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be sweet.
Have you done one of those?
No, but it sounds amazing.
I did one of those in a van one time, a big van at the Motorsports Ranch. It was interesting.
We need to add that to the list. You know what,
Yeah.
Text Jason right now. You know what I really like about these NA cars is some of them remind me of like a Honda Civic. You know what I mean? They make a whole lot of noise, but they're not going so fast. You know what I mean?
But they'll still spin the tires.
Yeah, but they will spin the tires. Sometimes.
If they had e-brakes, it would be my childhood made over.
Oh, yeah. I feel like every time I've been to Orlando, that's all I did was leave flat spots in tires.
I'm gonna tell
Just
y'all,
dragging back tires.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I have an older sister, and she got an '88 Honda Accord in like 2000 or something because we were really poor.
Yeah.
And that thing had the flip-up lights.
Oh yeah.
Dog. The
Oh, y'all
e-brake on that thing got replaced 2 or 3 times from me just pulling that bad boy.
Joey,
Bring it
oh
in
my
here.
God.
While we watch Chad Mayo holding down the what is this? The Pro N8? No, the
No,
Vet.
this is Vet 40 Plus NA.
Yeah, the
Chad
vet-
Mayo's putting a little gap on him, to be honest with y'all. He's not doing no Honda Civic things in that little car.
No,
Nah.
Chad Mayo, he actually has been smoking it ever since he switched over to this RS1 and started joining this class. He's gotten really comfortable, and now he's racing it in a lot more classes.
Right, yeah. And Chad's feeling pretty good. He talked to me about this coming into this race weekend here at Visions. He feels more and more comfortable. The car's getting more and more dialed. And right now, it looks like he's feeling pretty good out there. This Vet 40 Plus NA leader, Buckafusco running in second. There's Boodle in third, Harris in fourth, and Johnson in fifth. But
Is this
hold
the
on.
second and third position battle we have going right here?
Yes.
Yeah, that's Buckafusco right there, and Boodle coming down the hill towards that spectator area.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
look
on
at
the
that.
outside
trying
line.
to overtake him.
On
He
the
got
outside
it.
line and got him
Got
on the
it.
tabletop. That's it.
That was a nice move by Boodle right there.
Oh, man, he tried to get back in, but he closed the door on him.
He
Hey,
seems.
Buckafusco's not going to stop fighting. He wants that spot back. He's a contender for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you something about Chad Mayo. I just found out he's been picked up by MRT Tires, which is the
Right.
sponsor for our start-finish line down here on the track today. They're going to be working with the Team 360 driver, and they're going to hook him up.
That's right. Chad Mayo doing a great job right now on the track.
I really like this long back straightaway here where you can get a car stretched out, but they got a little whoop section right there. You see him coming face
Yep.
on at the camera.
Yep.
Is that Chad coming face on at the camera?
It should be right there, the yellow car. That's that Team 360 401 Chad Mayo.
Look at the gap.
Yeah, he's running strong right now for sure.
It's almost like he's on a mission.
Yeah.
He's got something to prove, but he's really out all by himself. Hey, I think I know one thing. He may be feeling a little bit better. I hope this time he put his race suit on and not his wife's.
Yeah, so there was a situation where
Yeah.
we busted Chad wearing his wife's race suit, and he won that day.
He did?
Yes, he did. And she did well.
Allegedly,
It was
there
a
might have
mistake.
been undergarments also.
That's what I was
Not
about to say.
really
Was
sure,
it
yeah.
just the race suit, or did he get underwear mixed up? What was the deal?
I think it was combined. He was holding back some info for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you this. Chad has not only been racing out here, but he's also battling in the Pit Bike Championship.
That's right. Chad riding that Orion Power Sports bike. We'll get to see him over there in the pit bikes earlier, but Man, Chad's still doing a great job. Boodle in the second spot. In the third position, Buckafusco. Mike Buckafusco, one of the guys out here that helps with Billy Champion and his crew. So he's been working all day, and now he's out there racing.
Looks like he just passed through the finish line, and he's running third position. So
Yep.
Give me a rundown real quick of the top 5.
Mayo, Boodle, Buckafusco, Harris, and Johnson.
Well, let me tell you something about Will Harris. Never raced on the short course out here with us. He races over at Durhamtown in Georgia, out there where I'm at. And he's got a little RS1. It's really set up to actually be in the Ultra 4 race. But he said, you know what? I'm going to have some fun out here. And here he is running middle of the pack with a car that's not even purposely built for this.
And Chad is putting down some times. He ran a 2:12. Second to him was Boodle running a 2:15. And then it jumps up to
Will Harris just took it. Buckafusco and Will Harris are battling like crazy.
Yeah, there you see him
Inside
going up the
out.
hill.
Look at it. Look at the move.
He tried it. This is a good battle. Don't slide out right here.
Mike got a little puff. Uh-oh. Mike having a problem.
Okay. I got it.
Well, okay. Hey, we got a special surprise for all y'all at home here in just a minute. After we get done with this Vet 40 Plus NA, I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now.
Having a sampling.
Y'all are going to have a sampling. I work for a guy from Australia, so I already know about this stuff that you guys are about to taste, and I'm out.
You do.
I'm out. I'm running. I'm not doing it.
Man.
Don't let none of those thumbs ups and smiles. Don't let them fool you.
Good.
Hey, I can tell you, I've known Dustin for a little while. He's no stranger to throwing just anything in his mouth and seeing if he can get it down.
Well.
What? Anyways, Chamo's still doing. Sorry. Put your password in here again. Let me see where everybody's at. Oh, man.
So back out to the race course. Chad Mayo still leading.
Yeah, he's got a good little gap, man. He's about a straightaway ahead. Second and third are actually still in a strong little battle. It looks like a Yamaha and maybe an RS1, a Polaris RS1 battling out right there.
Yeah,
he is running on that Yamaha. He's sticking with him, isn't it?
I can't tell.
Ooh, got a little squirrely, so he's going to lose some time right there.
It looks like we're about to get a change because I do believe that's Buckafusco that's made the move on Boodle.
Man, how did he get caught back up?
I'm not sure. Let's see right here when they come through.
Oh, no, that is Will Harris and Buckafusco going at
Harris.
it.
So that's actually for third and fourth.
Yeah, that's third and fourth.
Gotcha.
So second is kind of gapped off on him a little bit, which is Everett Boodle.
Yep.
He seems to be running pretty strong. I can't tell if he's closing up on Mayo, but he's definitely running strong.
Well, I can tell you this, Mayo just continues to stretch that thing out, and I'm just really impressed with his control in this new machine because it's kind of foreign to him. It's only about 3 races.
Yeah, he's done great all season so far. We're coming into round 5 right here for Visions, and Chad's been on the podium quite a bit, so it's just showing you as this gap is getting bigger and bigger, he's just getting more and more comfortable. The track's in great shape. Track crew's done a great job today trying to keep the dust down and take care of this track out here for these racers. So,
man, it looks like Will Harris is working to get up there with Buckafusco. Say it again.
Yeah, Buckafusco.
Buckafusco.
Yeah.
He's shaving the inside corners. He's trying to over-under on him. He's trying to run right on his bumper. I seen him get up on the bike a couple of times, and so he's doing all he can to try to pace him and maybe get around him.
Well, we talked about this earlier. You said it best. For him right now, maybe let's just say you're on your last lap and you don't have a lot of time. If you have time and you're riding that close to someone, it gives you the opportunity to see what they're doing, to learn their lines, and to figure out where you're gonna make your move, right?
It seems to be a little easier to follow so you can see what somebody's going to run. Take a little different line than them because a lot of times the guy that's leading and they know somebody's close to them, they're going to hold the line so nobody can get around. They may not be running the fastest line, but they're going to hold the line so there's no passes happening. So a lot of times if you're willing to take a big chance from a second place or just right behind another car, you can do an over-under. You can take a high berm. You can get around somebody if you're willing to take those big chances.
Well, there's that checkered flag waving for Chad Mayo, Team 360 MRT driver, as he goes through that MRT finish line. Congratulations to Chad right there.
Really good run. Really good run. He looked really good in that car. He's also bragging to me last night that he's really ready for the pit bike race. Apparently, Chad feels like he is an ace pit bike racer as well.
Well, you know, Chad is a novice for life professional sandbagger.
Yeah, that's what it seems.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so He'll be out there doing his thing. Chad's all about this pit bike stuff. Chad's just one of those dudes. He's busy. He likes to be involved in everything. So congrats to Chad. Congrats to Boodle and Bucka Fusco. Hard-working dude right there, getting in that third spot today in the heats. He's been helping Billy Champion, his crew, all day. So shout out to him for sure. And you know what? Y'all want to do this right now? Hold on. I'm going to step out of here and introduce my man, Dexter Warren, all the way from Australia. And, hey, he's got a present for y'all. I'm just telling you.
I'm a little bit worried.
I hope you like it. Come on in here, Dexter.
You shouldn't be worried. You can tell by this gentleman's haircut that you can trust him. From where he's from, that's probably called a hockey cut or something, right?
Well, I can tell you this. Gentleman, he's still a little bit young to be a gentleman, but he looks like a great young man right now. How about that?
We'll call him a good, strong, healthy young man. How are you, buddy? Dustin Jones.
Well,
I'm good.
I'm going to tell you right now, let's see if we can get a shot of us sitting up here talking. I want them to see the locks of love flowing off of these heads right here.
You know what?
I don't feel worthy.
Let's hold our heads awkwardly close and see who's got the longest one. Pull yours out in the back.
Can y'all shake your hair into one and just unite?
Yeah, tell him this is what you call letting the lettuce eat. You know what I mean?
Well, all right. So tell them who you are at home. Let them know who you are and where you're from.
I'm Dexter Warren from Australia, and yeah.
And probably got the strongest mullet at Vision. Second strongest mullet. Who's got the strongest mullet at Visions?
Me.
No.
Oh, he's
man.
challenging you.
Oh, man, let me tell you right now, this is the longest backstage party that ever existed. Do you know what I'm saying?
No.
Yours is longer.
Yeah.
I like his confidence. Tell me what you got in your hand and what you claim helps you grow that mullet so thick.
This is Vegemite, and Cody Miller actually loved it. You should try it.
Well, let's try it right now. Tell me a little bit.
Cody Miller, we've never heard of her.
Is it? Yeah. Hold on. Before we try this, we got another race popping off, which looks like the
Yeah, this is actually going to be
800cc and under.
Yes, which this class, we don't always have this many participants, so it's great to see this class growing.
Do you race cars also?
Yeah, I race 170s.
You do.
This man was winning his class yesterday. Tell him what happened.
In the heat I won, and then in the main I got a horrible start, but cooled up to third. I was overtaking second and blew my transmission.
You did. You know, Joey's had a lot of struggle with that in the past. That's kind of why he gave up racing, is because he was just blowing too many trannies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep. It's definitely something that I've struggled with on and off throughout my career.
Racing and not racing, it's part of it. You know, that happens sometimes.
I'm rough on equipment.
Yeah. Sorry you had that yesterday, especially since you was running so strong. Are you going to get it back together and run anymore?
Yeah, I think.
Are you going to participate in the switchback?
Yeah.
So he's going to be running in our new switchback format, which we'll be doing on Saturday, and we have a 170 class there. So we're excited for you to be a part of that.
The switchback, that's a whole new thing. What is that, Joey?
So basically, we kind of got this concept where instead of having lanes, we're going to have this big wide track. I say it's big. It's actually only about 60 foot wide. And you'll go down and you'll go over some different rhythm sections, some things, but it'll have a J-hook where it turns back together. So you're allowed to cross, get in front of each other, whatever you need to do to battle out to the end of that straightaway, make that turn and come back over the big jump at Thunder Valley. It throws you about 150 feet.
And so you're running one at a time, two at a time?
Two at a time.
Two at a time.
Two wide elimination bracket, single elimination. So every time you pull the line, hey, it's all or nothing.
It's like a drag race to the end and a drag race back, huh?
That's right.
Are you excited about that?
Yeah.
You are? Are you nervous about the rhythm section and the big jumps, or do you like big jumps?
I like jumps.
You don't mind them at all, huh?
And I can tell you, he was out here earlier, and not all those 170s leave the ground.
Ooh.
Your car was leaving the ground a little bit on some of them jumps. You're not scared of them at all, are you?
No.
Were you going fast enough to get tires up?
Yeah.
Just the backs? Like, was it bucking or all four was off the ground?
All four.
My man.
So in this back section, those 170s, I always think, man, I'm worried that they're going to catch or something. But he gets in those little divots and holds that thing. That car will be bouncing all four and going sideways.
It will. You'll get it swapping in sometimes?
Yeah.
I've always felt like if you're going to be up front, you got to get sketchy once in a while. You know what I'm saying? You like getting sketchy in your car?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably good at that, too.
So from racer to racer, do y'all like to be up front or do you like to be the chase?
I like to be up front, but I also like to be the chaser. Yeah.
Which one do you feel like easier? First of all, how old are you?
10.
Which one do you think is a little easier to keep pace? Is it when you're in the front of everybody and have to lead the pack, or it's when you have one car in front of you and you see what the race is?
Normally when I have one car in front of me, because I actually go faster, because I'm chasing somebody
Yes.
instead. Because when you're out front, you're not actually going fast enough.
Yes. You kind of got to figure out what the pace is when you're out front. Whereas when you're in the back, you can push harder, right?
Yeah.
That's what I was explaining earlier. Oh, what is this? Catfish bait? What did you bring up here?
Something that Australians really like.
Y'all bring the camera back to us. Get us a little picture-in-picture right here as we're watching these 800 and under battle. But I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to try to put it in some light, maybe back here somewhere. But this is the Vegemite. So I opened this up, and immediately I wanted to throw up in my mouth. But I am going to let Dustin just
Get a big.
Well, it smells like Purina.
show us how to do it.
It smells like Purina
Nah.
dog food.
Nah,
You're trying to sell us on how good it is, but he
Yeah.
won't do it.
This is what I'm trying to figure out. When I look inside of the bottle, I see finger marks,
Yes.
and I see tongue scrapes where people have been just sticking their fingers in or just licking out of the bottle.
Which you do whatever you think's right.
Just stick finger.
Just stick a finger in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, and like, how big is too big? Is that too big?
No, that's fine.
This is what you would do?
Yeah.
Well, then I'm going to do a little more.
Yeah. Now.
That's
put it in your
more than
mouth.
what you would do.
Yeah.
Okay. And you just put it in and chew it up
Yeah.
or swish it around, or what do you do?
Put it in.
Straight
chew
down the
it up,
pipe. Okay, chew it up.
And swallow.
Okay. Oh, my. Oh, my. Is this
Is it that good?
Oh, my. Is this actually food in Australia? Is
This
this
is-
what y'all eat?
We call this a yeast.
Is this what y'all eat there?
Oh man, this is.
Hold on, I'm going to stumble through. I'm going to get through this. Oh, I'm getting sweaty.
Water right there.
Nope, I'm going to do it. You would just chew it and swallow it. Right, here we go.
It's like a never-ending Starburst. Listen, you at home. I wish you were sitting where I was. The smell coming out of his mouth is priceless. Here, buddy.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'll be honest with you. I'm a fan of Vegemite.
You recommend it?
Yeah, 10 out of 10 recommend, huh? Give me some, big dog. You know what? Just for good measure, you take a hit. You get some.
Now.
You just try a little bit.
Okay.
All right, he tried a little bit.
Oh,
Whoa, did you see what he had on his finger?
dude, that tastes like anchovies and cat food.
Why do you know what cat food tastes
I've
like?
eaten both. I'm not going to tell you why, but I've eaten both separately, not together. Oh,
So Mila actually puked.
he threw up from it. That's because he's a weak little girl.
Oh, there it is.
Because he's a weak little girl. Cody
Glass
Miller.
Pack Jones ain't gonna do that.
Cody Miller ain't cut out for this life. You know what? Let me just go and
Get you another one.
No,
Get you another one.
no. Let's not do that, Joey. Let's not go too far, okay? But let me just clean off what's still on my finger. You know
Oh
what I mean?
God, he's finishing it off. Here, you missed some. Let me get a little bit off your finger.
It's still just as bad. It's still just as bad. But Joey, why don't you tell us who's in the top 5 spots?
Well, right now I'm having a hard time focusing on the race, but I will tell you, I'm gonna pull up the times so I can also give you the times. This was a good race. This is one of the biggest classes that we've had with the 800 and under, with the MAO short course. And as Dustin's trying to regain consciousness from what he just went through, you got Cameron Lemming, Cole Warner, Allison Furnell, Ella Warner, Corbin Popper, Kennedy Singleton, and Case Beeman. So we know the Singletons. They're out here all the time. Case, he also races in 170, and he's moved up into this 800cc and under class. But really tight racing out here. But it's clear to me that Cameron Lemming is definitely the fastest in this class. Just turned a 2:25 on that lap right there.
Yeah, he's about 5 seconds ahead. Go ahead, buddy.
By the way, top 4, part of our camp. So yeah.
The top 4 in this group is part of your camp. Really? You guys got some aces in your camp. What do you call your riding team? Do you call it like the Lion's Den or something? What do you call it?
They're the Vegemites.
No.
The shrimp on a Barbies or something? Like, what do y'all say in Australia? What do you say when you got a fast riding group?
I know, just
Hooligans or something? It's got to be something.
It's got to be something. I mean, y'all don't have a ride name? Let's name them.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to. I'll have to sit this one out, Joey. This Vegemite still got me in him.
What is it in your jaw?
No, that's a pack of breath mints, dog.
You did a whole pack.
Oh, everything that was left in this thing, emptied it.
This whole thing was full, Dustin. There's not like what was left. It was brand new.
Yeah, I'm feeling brand new.
You smell great, though. I can smell the breath mints now.
Oh, man. So we still got Cameron Lemming.
So listen, there's 4 names right here. 2 of them are girls, 2 of them are boys.
Yep.
All right. One of these your girlfriends?
No.
Why are you getting all red-faced?
Yeah, you look like you're.
Oh, why are you look at him, Dustin?
Hey, you look like you're more uncomfortable than somebody with a mouthful of Vegemite.
No.
Oh, gosh.
Man.
I'm here to tell you right now, we have got some comments going on. People saying, "Oh, that's awesome."
Oh, man.
People are giving us definitions now that says Vegemite is a thick, dark brown Australian food spread made from leftover brewer's yeast extract with various vegetable and spice additives.
Dude.
So you just got some leftovers.
Oh, man. I usually don't mind things that are thick. Never mind.
I am here to tell you, man.
What? Help me understand. You brought that Vegemite with you. I don't understand why that's something that you even have on you. Like, you carry that in your picnic basket? Why did you have that in your race car?
It wasn't in my race car.
What type of stuff would you spread that on? It's a spread. What do you spread it on?
Toast.
I thought you was about to say not toast. I thought it sounded like you was going to say turd, and I was about to say that
makes more sense.
That makes sense.
That makes more sense. Who we got coming through in the top 5? Looks like we're just catching the checkered flag.
So we did have a little bit of changing up going in there, but he said the 4 out of the 5's in his class, but it looked like Kennedy Singleton and Case Beeman moved up in front of Corbin, but it looks like Cameron Lemming first, Cole Warner second, Allison Furnell third, and his girlfriend Ella Warner in.
Ella Warner. My man, give me a fist bump.
Come on.
Give me, dog. Give me a fist bump. All right, whatever.
Oh, man, he's getting embarrassed. I'm not trying to embarrass him, but when y'all are together later in life, I'm going to say I called it first.
Me and Joey are going to sit on that front porch just saying, man, I told you so. I knew.
You remember that time he brought that Vegemite up and he got embarrassed about talking about Ella?
I'm going to tell you what you ain't going to want to do to get a girlfriend is eat Vegemite and then try to talk to him.
Do not take that on your first date.
I can smell my own breath right now. Man.
What? What?
Tell us about the SX Star. Is that what it is? Side by Star?
What is
DX Star.
What is DX Star?
DX Star. What is that?
Suit brand. Custom suits, fully custom suits.
Whoa, like I can walk around looking like $1,000 everywhere I go?
Yeah.
Like you wear to a wedding, like a tuxedo and a bow tie, or what is it?
Well, you.
Yeah. Y'all gonna give one away? Let me tell you something right now. If you give a suit away and it happens to go to Dustin, I'm just warning you, he will cut the shorts out of it.
Yeah, you can just guarantee. You see where my pants are right now?
170s? They're going to get a suit. The 170 winner's going to get a suit.
Yep.
Well, it sounds like somebody's about to get an interview, Joey.
Okay, well, let's throw it up there and see if old Tiffany's got somebody we can talk to.
All right, Cameron, we were just chatting, and you're a desert guy, but this is actually your first short course race. You're doing that Mid-America Outdoors. How does that make you feel, buddy?
Awesome.
And talking about that, you've been racing for about 2.5 years right now. What made you want to come over to the short course side?
Really, I just started doing desert. I've been doing it for 2.5 years, and I wanted to try out short course.
And talking about that, what made you decide to come out to Visions Week here at Mid-America and race short course?
My parents.
Your parents made you, but you wanted to be here, and this was something that was great. Well, who would you like to thank for helping you get some fast lap times out here?
XTC Motorsports, XTC Power Products, 2X Motorsports, Walker Evans Racing, DynoJet, Lido Racing Group, and everyone else who's helped me.
Awesome. Well, you are just a fantastic little guy and driver. Nice job. High five to you. You've got a full day before our mains tomorrow. You should go hop in the pool, cool off a little bit, okay?
I agree.
I agree. He says he agrees. He's going to head over to the pool. Cameron, nice job. And like we've been talking about, a lot of desert guys are coming out here for short course racing. Cameron, he's one of them. And back up to you guys.
All right. Well, it looks like Tiffany just got done with that interview. Man, that great job up there with the 800 and under class. So, listen, before we cut away, we were interrupting you a little bit. I want you to have a fair chance to tell me, is this your own race suit company?
Yeah, it's my own race suit company called DX Star, and we do fully custom suits, and yeah.
There's a lot of little 170 guys running the race suit this weekend, right? 5, 6, 7, 8 of them?
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you a little bit about it. You're going to be giving some of these away as prizes in some of these classes just as a bonus?
Yeah.
So for the knockout race that we were talking about a minute ago that you're going to run tomorrow, where you run down and back, the winner of that in the 170 class is going to get a brand new fully custom DX Star race suit, right?
Yep.
And that's awesome, man. That's awesome because race suits, man, are so important. Fire retardant, keep you safe in the car, but, man, it's also a big expense when it comes to racing, especially to get a really nice race suit like you run.
Hey, check this out right now. This is Women's Turbo. I want y'all to watch them as they come off the line right here. We got Morgan Vanover, Jennifer Mayo, Haley Boodle, Ben Anai, Crystal Rowden, Madison King, Kendra Hoop, Lacey Tewksbury, Marissa Smith, Ariel Borowski, I hope I said that right, and Pam Hall. So Pam Hall is on the list. Is she out there racing right now? That is awesome.
Nah, I don't. I'm gonna be honest with you, Joey. Let's be real. She probably ain't out there racing. She just signed up for the street cred. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what? Pam's pretty cool, but she just got some more cool points because she's in the women's turbo class.
Even if she's just signed up for this class, she's doing better than you and I.
I signed up for this class but couldn't pass tech inspection.
That's weird. I wonder why.
Yep, I'm not a woman.
Oh, well.
Some people have questioned it.
That makes sense.
You know what? It is what it is.
Do you think you could run with these ladies in this women's turbo class?
No.
What if you were in a turbo car? Could you run with them then?
No.
You don't think so?
Because I'm a boy, not a girl.
Well, that makes sense. Why you wouldn't be able to run with them? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense now. I'm glad you cleared that up for me. Who's this running out front? Do you recognize that vehicle?
So the vehicle out front right now, I believe it should be Morgan Vanover in that yellow car.
She is not playing around. She looks like she's putting out some times.
Yep.
All right. Well, so I'm hearing some rumors. You came here today to challenge somebody.
Oh, we got somebody getting off track. Sorry.
Oh,
I get excited about racing
Look,
sometimes.
they're back on site.
It didn't take them long to get back in. It looked like they just over-rotated in that corner. A little bit of a wet spot in that corner just from water in the track and keeping the dust down. It accumulated there, but just a little over-rotation and back on it.
So I can tell you that corner's got a lot of fluff, as we should say, on that outside, and you go a little wide and you're sliding. There ain't nothing you can do.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say is your main goal for coming up here wasn't just the Vegemite. You were going to challenge somebody to a race. What's that about?
I think I can beat him.
You think you can beat who?
Here.
What are the terms? What are y'all going to race?
170.
170 versus 170?
Yep.
We both got to run 170s.
Yeah.
Do you have a one with a roll cage lift kit set up on it? I'm gonna tell you right now. You challenge me to 170 race, I will tear you up like a tornado in a trailer park. Do you understand that?
No.
Do you understand that?
We'll go like.
That's gonna be you.
Yeah.
How about I race your car and you race the 170 I was supposed to race?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Why not?
Because I'm going to race mine.
That seems fair to me.
Well, I can tell you this right now. I want to see this happen, and I think that we might even can run this down the switchback course and just see what this is all about.
Joey, I don't know if you know about my rental car. Do you know anything about my rental car record?
I do. You actually explained it to me one time. You said that it has some strict stipulations, which means you're not responsible.
Yeah.
You're not responsible.
Yeah.
If anything happens, you're not responsible. If anything is to be tore up, you're not responsible. And the last thing on there is most important, that you're not responsible.
Yeah, that's the biggest part. I always ask for the return the keys policy. And do you understand what that means? That means if I bring you the keys back with no vehicle, you won't even ask me any questions. So unless you're going to give me a return the keys policy for a 170, we're going to have to postpone this race till you're ready for that.
Hey, I can tell you this right now. Morgan Vanover is pumping it out, but Haley Boodle is within 0.7 of a second on her time. But they're stretching out a little bit from Jennifer Mayo and Ben Anai. But right now, it's the Morgan Vanover show.
Yeah, she really ain't doing bad right now. She is running strong. And these girls in general are fast. They are putting down some really good lap times. You know, they're running, we're looking at like a 2:13 right on top of each other. And then third to them actually is running like a 2:24. So there's a pretty good gap right there.
Oh, man, there's definitely a gap right there. But some of these people, they get to double down. These women, they get the possibility to race in the great women's classes here at the MAO short course, but they also can race in amateur, expert, or pro.
Yes. Oh, so they can race up into the men's classes if they want. They're not limited to race just women's class, right?
Oh, well, they can do whatever they want because, they run this show.
They pretty well run it.
They run this show.
That's just how it works, right?
And I'll be honest with you, we have some of the tightest women's racing I've ever seen. I know that you've traveled the country racing, and this women's program is growing. It's one of the biggest in the country out of all types of racing to have these people here, and it continues to keep growing. But you just can't go find this competition, this stack, just anywhere.
No, these girls really, really are putting it down, and 1 and 2 are still on the second lap within 1 second of each other.
Well, I can tell you this. I did just get confirmation that Pam Hall is in one of the race cars.
She is in one of the race cars.
She's sitting there strapped in right now.
Well, this changes things.
She's out there. That's her car coming down the back straightaway right now. Let's see if we can get on the green and black car. This is a brand new built car. Pam Hall's son is getting this race car, but she said she was going to – Mama had to do the shakedown run.
Hey, just try it out for baby boy. You know what I mean? Make sure the car's strong. Does your mom drive your car before she lets you race it?
No.
She doesn't. Do you ever drive your mom's car when she doesn't know about it?
Oh, he's getting awful quiet now.
Sometimes in Australia, you steal your mom's keys, go to the gas station, get you some Bubblicious, and then come back and never tell her.
Normally, I just ride my bike.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, even when you ride your bike, do you ever buy that beef jerky in a can and pretend like it's Skull and put it in your back pocket? You my dude. I know you did. I know you did.
Hey, let me ask you this. I've been wanting to go to Australia my whole life, okay? But I keep seeing these huge spiders that are like the size of a basketball. What is the deal on that? Where you live, are they there?
No, don't think so.
Oh, well, thank goodness, bro, because I'm telling you, I've seen these things where at nighttime you go to bed and your yard looks normal. When you wake up, it's nothing but spider webs.
Yeah, I've seen those videos too. I didn't know there was in Australia, but I don't want no part of that, that's for sure.
I'm out.
Birds.
They eat birds. What?
You got
You got spiders that's eating birds? Bro, listen to me. You got to get out of there. You got to get out of there.
You just need to stay stateside, dog.
Yeah, man. Get rid of the Vegemite.
Yeah,
let's
definitely.
put it in your past.
Yeah.
Man, listen, we're going to Americanize you. You just stay right here with us, okay?
Joey and I have made some terrible decisions in our past that we never want to relive or revisit.
Look at this end cap shot.
Vegemite
right
can be one of those, so put that behind you.
Yeah, we're moving on.
Put blowing trannies behind you, and let's move on. You know what I'm saying?
We got to start fresh right here.
Nobody's going to judge you up here.
All right, so listen, I'm getting the times on Pam Hall. Pam's running right there with him in a brand new car, never been driven before. She has just jumped in and come out here competing. 2:22, she's running about mid-pack right this second. How cool is that?
That's really. Does she have any race experience? I know she's involved in a ton of the Ultra 4 stuff and all the races. Does she have any actual race experience in the car?
She does. She's had some race experience in different things, and her husband did some Baja stuff and some different things. I think he may have actually won in a class. I don't remember which class, but he had a win at the Baja 1000. They have racing in their heritage. You know what I mean? So this ain't too foreign to her. She's looking smooth out there, and the car is really cool.
They just came through, still putting down some heaters.
It looks like Haley Boodle has now took over the number one spot. Lacey Tewksbury. Oh, wait, it just updated.
Yeah,
Haley Boodle, Morgan Vanover, then Lacey Tewksbury.
Yeah, they're just popping through right now.
So the Tewksbury car is always fast for sure.
Haley Boodle is running a 2:14. That puts her about 3 seconds out front of second place of the Morgan Vanover.
So you can see the battle right now between Tewksbury and Kendra Hoop. They're going after it. Okay, so I just got word that this is – so in the R Series with the MAO short course racing, you're allowed to race as a team, but you have to split time, and there is a certain – you have to race at least 3 of each, I think. Each partner can switch back and forth, and you have to do that just to make sure that it's fair. The sub-driver is actually in there for Lacey right now. That's Aliana Baker, and she is her partner, and she's doing a fantastic job. She has a naturally aspirated RS1 that she typically races, but right now she is in a Can-Am car, and she's doing really well.
And what are we? We're on lap 3 right now. They're just going out on lap 3 right now, and so these girls are getting packed back up. Do you guys? Do you guys?
Look, something just went down over here. We got lap traffic. Kendra Hoop is on her tail. Let's see if we can get a shot. Yeah, we got
Look
the
at
shot
them.
right there.
You boys run
Oh, man, Kendra Hoop.
Look at that, making a move.
Oh, lap traffic got her right there.
Do y'all run packed up in the 170 class like that?
Look at that split. Did y'all see that?
Little car strong.
My gosh, they both went on both sides of that RS1. What some great racing action by these women out here today. That was awesome.
This little red and blue car is coming in for another move, fixing to take over the first place spot. She sure did. She came on the inside move, bumped some
Kendra
tires,
Hoop, Mid-America
and took
Ambassador.
and took it.
Oh,
Went away
my
with the win. On the
goodness.
last corners, did the
Great
slide
drive.
job, what we call it in dirt track.
Kendra Hoop.
When you take that inside line,
Pulling
bump
it
tires,
off.
and force them out to the outside corner, did the slide job and took the number 1 position.
Man, I'm telling you, that was crazy. Literally the last 200 yards changed everything.
That's how it's. That was a bold move, Cotton, and that's kind of how things shake up sometimes in racing. You know, it ain't over till it's over, as they say.
100%. Pam Hall is coming around this back stretch, and she'll be rounding out the end of her race. Y'all give it up for Pam Hall as she's out here shaking down the new race car for her son.
Tell me, were you impressed with the ladies racing today?
Yeah.
They really stayed pretty close the whole time, didn't they?
Yeah.
So I know you're racing the 170 class right now, but are you excited to move up and move into the next classes?
When I do,
Yeah, when do you think that's going to be?
I know.
And what vehicle do you think you're going to go to? What's your next move after 170?
570.
The 570. So you'll be running the 800 and below, right?
Yeah.
Those guys just ran prior to that. But we're going to throw it up here for an interview with the number 1 position, Kendra Hoop. Let's hear what she's got to say.
Haley, it's always so good to chat with you. And last time you were talking about something that happened that many may not know. So talk to me, what's going on with you right now?
Well, I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing this, but I had ACL surgery about a month ago, and I'm now running in this RS1 that I just got because we sold my Yamaha. So this is my first race in this car, so we're still learning. But the track was great. And I just want to thank y'all for having the live for my grandparents and family back at home so they can watch it. And it's really convenient for family members and friends that can't make it out here because it is a long haul for us. And I just want to thank my sponsors, MRT, Dirt Launch, Cryptic Side by Side, Avid UTV, Buddha Logging, Coastal Graphics, and everybody else that helped me, Bent Speed and Seed, JS Fabrication and Designs. I want to thank my family. I want to thank Caleb for coming out. I want to thank Skid Row Racing and everybody that helped me get here.
Well, I'm going to let you catch your breath. It's a little hot out here. You ran a great race, especially for the first time out here in your RS1. You know, you got a full day. Best of luck to you tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get a chance to chat, and please stay off your leg. You know, like I said, you just got the ACL, but your driving foot is still good. So, yeah, she's out here. This is how much it means to her. Great to see this happening, especially for this week here. But nice job to you. Back up to you guys.
All right, looks like we are back. What are we seeing right here? That is the pit bike track.
Ooh, that don't look like no pit bike track to me.
That looks like that is a super pit bike track.
That's the sickest pit bike track I've ever seen. Are you racing pit bikes this weekend?
I don't know. No. Probably
Possibly.
Not. No.
If I find you a pit bike, will you race it?
Maybe. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it would.
Hey, Dustin just recently got him some pit bikes, about 20 of them, I think. I see his whole clan. They got these, like, vests that they wear, and they hoon around town
Yeah.
under bridges.
Yeah, we do. We do have a riding crew, too. We call them the hobo hooners. You know what I mean? Because we go just searching for under bridges and stuff, just finding lost.
Treasures.
Yeah, treasures. So we're just the hobo hooners. You know what I mean?
Would you like to go hobo hooning with him?
Would you go with my crew?
No.
I don't blame you. We're kind of creepy group, ain't we?
Yeah. Y'all are not even supposed to be within a certain footage of children.
This is
this
really
right
illegal,
here,
isn't
we
it?
had to get his parents to sign off on this. All right. Well, listen, I hate to tell you goodbye, but we're going to move on to some things, and we're going to bring old Flowmaster Matt back in here, and we're going to do some pro classes. But, hey, brother, it's been a lot of fun. We'll see you later on this week.
I wish I could say it was a lot of fun, but that Vegemite was not a lot of fun. Thank you, little buddy.
Y'all be looking out for DX Star. If you got kids at home, 170s, anything, DX Star, your full custom suits. They do gloves, boots, suits, everything. Y'all check them out, and thank you for coming up here. All right. Listen, that is the RC track you're seeing on your screen right now. This thing was not even there 48 hours ago. That thing was built start to finish, even the building. Joey and his team, the Dirt, they were out here just getting it done. There is a bunch of world-class racers from all over the world out here turning it up. Look, we can see the cars, Dustin. You think you'd get in on this?
Oh, yeah. Look, they're out here running practice or something right now, and I'll be honest with you, them guys are jumping higher than you do, Joey.
Hey, listen, I used to leave the ground, but in my older age, I'm just more about maybe a little hop here and there.
Yeah.
I don't do a lot of jumping.
Yeah. Flowmaster Matt, these things
Man.
are a little less expensive than a full UTV. You think we could talk them into letting us borrow a couple of these for a few laps?
Probably. I don't see why that would be anything. I think we'd probably set them up with some Vegemite also.
I don't know that they would go for that exchange, but listen, what I'm wondering when I look at this track, is it like Mario Kart on the Rainbow track that if you hit the jump and you land on the other side in the correct, can you keep going?
Fair game.
That's the way I race.
That's what I think.
I mean,
So if I hit that tabletop, jump,
right there.
Yes.
Yes.
Jump to the other side, can I just keep racing?
I literally was out there.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, okay.
I was literally out there on the track this morning while they were doing practice, and just because of that theory, I tested it. I was eating a banana, and I threw the pill out there.
Yeah.
They spun out. They
No
spun out.
way.
Yes, they did. They spun out, man. So, yeah, it's just like Mario Kart, if that's what you're asking.
Well, then we follow the Mario Kart rules tomorrow, boys. Listen,
I'm in.
anything I say is the truth, and you can just put it in the rule book. So if you can hop over that edge, cut the corner, throw a banana peel out there for your buddy, that's just part of the rules now, MAO.
Well, there's one thing that me and Joey both do. We have our own class. We don't allow more than 3. That way we're always
we've
on the
been looking
podium.
for a third.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was just thinking
Been
about.
looking for a
Okay,
third.
all right, go on.
This has been a good audition.
Are we still looking, or?
So, listen, we're looking for a third because I don't want to fall off the podium. I want to secure that no matter what, I'm
Yeah.
at least third place.
Yeah.
If you're interested, it's called Rock Royalty.
Okay.
And we go out, we race in private sessions, and then we talk about the glory of that on our live feeds and in other places. We have bragging rights, and pretty much the top 3, we always win awards and stuff.
So pretty well every one of your social media posts is finished on the podium spot this weekend.
All of them.
Every time.
No.
But I want to tell you who I learned that from. I learned that from a guy. His name is Dustin Battle Axe Jones. Because I called him after a race. I was like, dude, I saw you did good. He said, dog, I didn't make the podium. I took the picture because no one knows the difference.
Yeah. Listen, if I walk across the podium, I tell people I was on the podium this weekend after the races, boys.
He's pretty much built his whole racing career off of races he didn't even race in. He walks the podium. They're like, dude, I was on the podium again this weekend.
Every time.
And, like, when he wrote his resume, he's like, constantly on podiums.
Yeah.
Constantly.
That's the one I turned into Joey and them up here. I was like, man, I'm always on the podium. I didn't say I win races every time.
Nobody said that.
Hey, you're just playing with the words. It works. You know, you're not lying to nobody.
No, I wasn't. It's a little thing we call trade secrets. You know what I mean?
It's literally no different than when Joey is at Coconuts hugging a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's pretty well claiming he's on the podium.
Yeah.
Because he'll just look at you and say, eh.
Yeah.
Listen to me. Coconuts is getting out of hand. My dad has been here this event, and you'll get to meet my dad if you didn't already meet him. And he didn't get to come out last night because my mom found video footage of him going a little too hard in Coconuts.
No way.
Yeah, Miss Stone got him in a little trouble. There was a video, and in the video he's taking pictures with her, and the video zooms out, and he realized the video, and it's like paparazzi. You can see him
covering the camera.
Knocking the
Get it out
camera
of my
down.
face.
It down.
Yeah,
I heard
it made him
somebody-
look really guilty.
I heard somebody in the background saying, World Star. I said, dang, what's Joey's dad doing?
At one point, he was in a chair pouring water on his head because he done got so hot.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he checked his heart monitor. He pulled the heart monitor out. He said, "Nah, I'm good."
Man.
Hey, whatever
That's
it
how it
takes.
gets at Coconuts sometimes. I'm not even going to lie. If you haven't been to Coconuts or to Coconuts, you got to go check that out.
Man, I can tell you, there's a lot of fun out here. Don't forget, if you're coming into the park, you watch this live feed on the way in, we still got a lot of cool stuff going on tonight. We've got 2 national acts. We got a pool party for the kids if you'd rather do a family-friendly event. If not, we're going to be over there hanging out with Blackstone Cherry and Buck Cherry. It's going to be a lot of fun, freestyle motocross, and we're going to do a fundraiser. Last year, we raised over $100,000 for local fundraisers.
Big haul right there. We're going to try to do that again. All of you guys that are here and at home, everything. That's one of the coolest things about Mid-America Outdoors. Jason and Gayla, they do everything they can do ultimately to give back to their local communities and to the race community and everybody.
Yes.
They're a step ahead of everybody as far as I'm concerned with doing right by everyone.
Man, and if there's anything that I could emphasize out here at the park is it's not just the races, it's not just the entertainment, it's not all the events that's going on, but we just took the Jeeps out a little while ago, and we took a ride, and we were gone for 2 or 3 hours riding around the park. So for people that just want to show up, watch a few races, but they want to bring their own vehicle, come out here, ride, there's trails all over the place, right?
Well, not only that, we're working with the Southern Grand Lakes area, and there's all kind of potential over there and things that's going to be coming soon that you'll learn more about. But that's unlimited, untapped potential for what the future of this whole area could be right here near Mid-America Outdoors and the current facilities that we use today. We did go through some meetings earlier this week. I can't tell you about what's coming, but I can tell you.
You can tell me and Matt. We don't mind.
Yeah, you can tell us.
We won't tell anybody.
Really cool stuff.
Okay, got it.
But there's some things in the works, and I'm so excited for everybody to find out and watch them come to life. And it just keeps getting better out here. We're going to continue to keep getting better, and we're going to end this year big. We got several more races, but Legends, Halloween weekend, everybody in the park's going to be dressing up as Dustin Jones.
Yeah.
We're having a costume contest.
Yep, it's a theme. It's a costume contest.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to lie. I was kind of blown away by the amount of hair that was on stage a minute ago with Dexter and you up here, man.
It was like an 80s rock band, was it not?
It was like looking at two twin sisters.
Yeah, wait, twins? Wait.
Eating really bad food.
No, I thought it was like an 80s rock band. You know what I mean?
Could have been an 80s rock. Yeah, 100%.
He meant Twisted Sister.
Oh,
Yeah,
not
Twisted.
Oh,
Twisted
okay. I thought I misunderstood that.
Yeah, he got a little confused. He meant Twisted Sister. And you do look like that dude, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
I seen your leggings.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know that I know who Twisted Sister is.
Oh, yeah. Check them out.
Hey, were you here? Did you see last year? We have all these really cool concerts. Last year, we had Mini Kiss.
Mini Kiss. Kiss, but just miniature.
Yeah, miniature
Now,
ones.
when you say
yeah,
we'll be careful during this discussion, but I want to make sure I'm understanding. When you say Mini Kiss, it's like I can hear in my headset they're saying yes. So it's like the band Kiss, except they're not as tall as Kiss.
So they have the same length tongue
on
a smaller head.
Okay. I get. Hold on. Let me check my. Yep, got confirmation. That's exactly what I thought. So that's finding some real talent.
How about that Raceline water truck that you can see on your screen right now? How cool is that thing?
Hey, I'm telling you, that water gun fight starts. We're about to roll through the park and just clean everybody out.
Oh, my man.
Look at that right there.
That's ours.
That's our
That's
three.
It. That's ours.
That looks like Dustin after eating a whole jar of Vegemite.
Let's go. Let's go ahead and choose roles with the water gun fight. Who's driving, who's spraying, and who's spotting?
I definitely want to be driving.
Okay.
I want to drive. I'll let you do the spraying.
I'll video this.
Okay.
I'll make sure we got some good social media for this.
So I'm the squirter, you're the steerer, and you're the spotter. Got it. I'm in. We'll win this battle for sure.
Glad you know your role.
I will win this battle for sure. Look at this. Check it out.
Speaking of squirters.
It's getting hot.
Let's go down here. They're down there having water gun fun. Look at this pool area.
That's
You got to
right.
come out here to Mid-America and check out all the facilities. If you're not here with Visions, you still got a few more days. Get
Check
in
it
your car,
out.
catch a plane, come on out. We're catching up with the kids right now, floating
there.
around,
Look at
throwing
there.
some beach balls around. Spin that camera around a little bit for us. Let's take a
Let's
look
check
around
out all the pool vibes.
the pool vibes.
And I know people probably look at this feed. This is the same place. The track is not 100 yards from the swimming pool. And if anybody knows anything about me, I don't really plan ahead when I go places. So
No.
Joey called me 2 days ago. There's that guy in a white long sleeve shirt now.
There he is. He's been there for hours and he's getting wild.
He's wider. He's washing out. He's washing out.
Oh, SP.
SPF 3000 on.
Oh, my gosh. There he is. Look at him throwing
Look
the
at him
rock
right there.
fingers.
Whoa, it's getting crazy over there. That dude's hair is golden.
Yeah.
He sees himself on screen. Listen, look at us, dude, not the screen. Look at
Yeah.
us, not the screen.
Hey, I hope y'all are having fun, but we're coming. We're on our way.
Be there soon.
Let's go ahead and implement the kiss cam right now. Start zooming on people
Kiss cam.
that don't look like
Where's-
they're together and see if they'll kiss each other. You
Let's
know what I mean?
do this.
Don't come in on the booth because I'm not kissing either one of these dudes around me.
Oh, don't worry. Not with Vegemite breath.
Hey, look right there. there.
Hey, look, is that pool you almost drowned in, Joey, right there?
Dude, the
white
lifeguard
area?
wouldn't save me. They just kept saying, stand up.
You was laying face down in the swimming pool,
Look,
Joey.
There's my buddy Ryan Camp sitting right there hanging
Yes,
out.
Cam, there they are.
Hey, look
Come on.
at him.
You know who they are, Matt. The
I
Camps.
do. They do a little bit of wake surfing out there on the east, hanging out with you sometimes. I do a little bit of that myself, so I've been following them for a while. Glad to have them here. First time here at Mid-America.
Do you know how embarrassing it is to finally meet somebody and be like, hey, this is my buddy Ryan. I'd like for you to meet him. And Matt just looks at me and is like, oh, yeah, I follow him on social media. I know all about the camps.
Oh, man.
Dude, I'll never live that down because I thought I was going to do the introduction.
Yeah.
I've been catching heck about it ever since.
Joey
Look at
thought he was so
Lazy
cool.
River.
Just people
Yeah.
cruising. That thing is packed out. They got their priorities in order this weekend, boys.
Dude, you know what'll mess up the Lazy River? It don't take but one dude who
Throw
ain't
it.
lazy
Yeah.
to mess up a lazy
That's
river.
right.
It doesn't work right.
That's right.
If there's one dude that's like, hurry,
Swimming laps.
I got to get out of here.
Yeah.
My boy in there like
Every vibe up in the whole Lazy River, and then it becomes the Hurry River.
you
That's
got
right.
you got that one dude like Michael Phelps in there trying to put down laps.
We don't need any overachievers.
Definitely not.
Get
We're,
out.
We're
You go
here
to, the
to do
normal
less.
Do less. Speaking of doing less, I started to say a minute ago, anybody that knows me know I do not come prepared. So Joey called me 2 days ago and was like, hey, man, Vision starts tomorrow. You want to come? I said, cool. I grabbed my side-by-side, my truck, and my trailer, and nothing else. Showed up, bought clothes here, bought shampoo here, towels. They got a grocery store. They got gas for my side-by-side. Literally, you can show up at Mid-America and not have anything.
Yeah, they got several convenience stores throughout the park. They have a camping store. I mean, you can pull in here with a camper, a brand new one with nothing, no accessories, and walk out of here like you've been living in a campground your whole life.
I think at one point I saw the chrome aisle from O'Reilly's in there. So if you want some
Yes.
side vents on your F-150,
They got it all.
they
Drop hitches,
got 'em.
three-way balls.
Oh, man.
I mean, they got everything you need in here. I mean,
All kidding aside, Mid-America, like when you get here between the pro shop, between the vendor area, the full-blown restaurant in there, you could show up and not bring a thing. They got cabins that you can rent, which I'm sure for this event, man, if you don't book ahead, there's no way there's cabins left.
They go fast. They
look,
go
we're going to
real
go
fast.
check out the vendor area.
Check out that Harley Davidson. Look at that. Hey, check out that Wall of Death right there. That's the Harley Davidson Wall of Death ride right there. We got to hang out with them last night.
Yeah, they're really cool. I want to go see that later. They do shows at 12, 2, 4, and 6, I believe, so we need to check that out. But we've got all kind of great vendors down there. We got several tire companies in the house. We got Shock Therapy, Evolution Power Sports. All those boys is in here. We've got the Off-Road Syndicate set up. Max's Fun Haver. We got Von Gittin and Lauren Healy in the house.
Ooh,
Right.
the big dogs, the big boys from Ultra 4 and the 4400s, right?
Glad you know who they are because I was just reading off this thing. I don't know them.
Oh, gosh.
I don't know them at all.
Man.
But they sound like great guys. Lauren, she sounds hot.
Lauren, yes, Lauren Healy. He's quite a
Oh,
stud. So
whoa.
both Lauren Healy and Von Gittin Jr. They're both also monster athletes. So we're all three factory monster guys, and so those guys race. Von Gittin runs in the drift car, so he's got a sweet big horsepower drift Mustang. But he's moved over to the off road, man. That thing just is a bug that bites you, and so him and Lauren Healy are running the Ford Broncos. And
Nasty Bronco.
Nasty. You say a Bronco, dude, it's a fully built trophy truck, yeah?
Yeah, for sure. We were looking at those things earlier up there, parked in front of that booth, and I saw a bunch of video
Look at the
of
campground,
that
guys.
of that truck running on off road, and I was sold. That was one of my favorite trucks. But going back to Von Gittin Jr., one of my buddies at home, it was funny. He called me one night and he's like, "Hey man, I'm doing this video tonight, super late. We're gonna go over to by the 820 bridge and drift these circles with Von Gittin Jr." Max First, one of my homies at home, he does a lot of that high speed filming with his rig. Yeah,
It was show up and show out.
so then I'm getting all these people texting me, and they're like, "Who is this dude just like going nuts on the highway over here in this Mustang? They got a camera crew?" And I'm like, "Oh, I know who it is."
That's
so,
my boy putting it
famous.
down out there,
Yeah.
doing what he's good at, huh?
Hey, what are we thinking? We ready to see this pro NA class?
Yeah, so we got Kanan Baker, Kyler Holcomb, Jeb Boodle, Ray Barnes, Michael Dunnigan, Chase Carr, Colin Truitt, Jacob Gisendorf, Eddie Einzen, Robert Van Beeken, Brock Lawson, and Mitchell Walford.
I recognize several of these guys.
Oh,
man.
yeah, you know that guy right there?
Kanan Baker, he's
Yeah.
a strong little runner, really young kid. Going to be running an RS1, and he is a really good driver. Little bitty dude, but man, he can wheel that thing.
He's not quite as good as his sister, though.
He's probably the youngest driver in the field, wouldn't you say?
I would think.
That field he is.
13 or so?
Yeah, I would
14.
think so.
14.
Chase Carr is also a young one running
Yep.
with Carr Motorsports or whatever. He runs straw, man. He's a good little ripper. Those dudes run up front a lot. Colin Truitt.
Yep.
He's an East Coast guy, and he
Great
is known for his mustache and his fancy shirts.
Yeah, his mustache game is strong, and he likes to wear shirts partially unbuttoned and sometimes with a gold chain.
That's right.
I like
Hey,
to call
man,
it.
hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I went.
Speaking of, what are y'all talking about?
If y'all ain't seen Flowmaster Matt over here, he got a little
Ooh.
bit of the hamburger meat hanging out the
That's
collar.
right. That's right.
Silver chain showing off. Oh, dang, Joey's got that mafia
First place,
chain.
second place.
Oh, just wait till the auction tonight,
Joey,
my man.
Are we going to battle?
Hey, so one thing that started, I don't really know how it started, but one of the drivers' meetings, I show up, Joey is dressed to the nines.
Yeah.
You would not think we were in the dirt at all. You'd think we were going downtown somewhere, getting table and bottle service,
Just
taking him to the club.
dolled up is
Yeah.
what I call it.
Looking all good. I see him.
Hold up.
The funny part about it, he's dressed all nice and he's walking to the drivers' meeting down the road. Well, I see him. I'm like, I got to change.
He literally
I
stopped
gotta-
it.
I ain't ready.
No,
I
he
was like-
literally stopped and said, "What are you doing?"
What you
Yeah.
dressed up for?
Yeah.
So I go back, change. I'm like underprepared. I don't have any. I like you. I show up with
Nothing.
it's not often that I have to dress up like I'm going to court. So,
Joey has plenty of experience at that.
So come back round two. I bring the nice starch and press pink shirt. I kind of got down on him.
And I dressed down
Yeah.
trying to meet his level, and he elevated it.
Oh,
So
man.
now I'm underdressed.
So we just have been having this like apparel flex off,
Yeah.
like
I look
every
at-
round.
Battling.
So I
Yeah.
look over, and we're in a meeting, and people are talking, and Matt's doing one of these. And he's
chain?
like flashing his chain at me. I'm literally Googling, where do you get a gold chain bigger than Matt's?
What's weird is when I look around your neck, Joey, that gold chain, for some reason there's a green ring underneath your chain.
So listen, Matt
Your
actually
skin is dyed green for some reason under your chain,
I
Joey.
put him on the game though. I
He
gave
put me-
him where I get him
gave
from.
me a link. Now you can buy real chains and fake chains. He sent me the link to the fake, and he still one up me, I guess.
I like his style. We got boys lining up. Did the flagman just? Oh, he's walking up the hill.
Yeah,
My
we're getting
wife-
ready. We're getting ready.
My wife opened up the first box and said, "Why are you doing jewelry?" I said,
You'll never understand.
"Matt started
baby.
something, and I'm not a quitter."
I gotta finish it.
You should have just showed her. You should have just showed her the TikTok video and just said, "Cause Magic Mike shows up."
Magic
Uh-oh.
Mike, baby. Do you know who Flowmaster Matt is?
Yeah.
Well,
Here we
Hey,
go.
Number one.
Wow.
Looks
Hey,
like
look
we
at that. I'm telling you right now, that looks like Kyler Holcomb in the 99. That's Kenny Bobby Racing.
So Kyler Holcomb, he's got a new motor. Hess Motorsports stepped up, built him a motor.
Oh, who is
Hey,
that
Baker.
coming down? 41, Jeb
Oh.
Boodle. Woo, look at Jeb Boodle trying to put some moves on Kanan up in front.
Got Ray Barnes sitting in there, hanging in there tight.
That's
Yup.
going to be Kanan Baker taking the whole shot on that line. He's got a sweet little car. That's that younger dude, and he can wheel that thing.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, these Yamahas, they get on him sometimes. Kanan's been plagued past couple races. He's lost a tire and had to race with 3 for the whole race.
That's not easy to do. I'm going to be honest with you.
And let's talk about Jeb Boodle. We've watched a bunch of these races lately. Jeb's been finding a ton of speed, getting faster and faster every round. Right now he's running in second, so he's put it together on the start right here. We'll see if he can finish this Pro NA out real strong. Here comes the
Truitt.
second group.
Yep, Colin.
Let's get on that second
Let's
group.
see if we can get back to the second group coming down the hill.
Van Beekum in there.
There we got him on the Colin Truitt. Van Beekum making the move. Not going to be able to make it happen.
We've got Eddie in the Double E Honda right. Oh.
Van Beekum sideways lost
Blew
a tire.
out. Blew a tire out.
Oh, we're
Oh.
dirt tracking.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Oh, man.
Blew a tire out. Man, he blocked up some track. Put Jacob
Yep.
with PPI way in the back now.
Issendorf, wasn't it?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right.
All right, listen to me. They are sending it on the other side. I know we got some split screen action. Y'all give it up for production, man. These guys are killing it with this
Man.
split screen.
Yeah, they have done a great job.
We got row 1 and 2, and they do that. What is the gap that they run between the cars? Is it 30 seconds, 45 seconds?
Yes,
What do they do?
it's
Yeah.
30.
30.
30-second gap between them. And it's because we don't have enough room to fit all the cars on one row, so the only logical thing to do is to run them 30-second splits. And second group and first group are not running necessarily against each other. They're running against the clock and their row.
Yep.
So here's the coolest thing about this. This time they've changed it up. However you see this is going to get you your start gate position. we're going to do something a little different this time. They
You
said
hear
we're
about
going to
this
do
yet?
I have not.
a rolling start for
Oh,
pro
yeah.
classes.
You talking about NASCAR style, dirt
Yep.
track style?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So
I like
everybody at one, 2 wide, 3 wide, what are they doing?
2 wide.
2 wide, everybody at once. So this heat is super important for these guys because that dictates their starting position for the feature.
That's right. And it keeps it, because of these classes are so stacked and there's 2 full gates,
Yep.
it actually gives it a less likely that you're going to wash out right out
Yeah.
the gate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're actually going to do like a reduced course sort of parade lap, and then our lead vehicle, which will be TW, will pull out of the way, and then we will get ready for that green flag when they cross that MRT finish line. That's only for Pro NA and Pro Turbo mains tomorrow.
Got it. Just the pro guys are going to
Just
do
the
a rolling
pros.
start.
Yep. There you see Kanan Baker charging through the back section right there. That's
Yeah,
that.
Boodle's not giving him nothing, though. I mean, he's staying right there with him. He is not far off of him.
Boodle's on the gas.
Boodle, last time out, Boodle was so far in Kanan's rear that when they jumped this race line jump, he hit him in the air.
In the air.
Air.
Yeah, we were actually talking about that. Boodle actually messaged me, too. He was cracking up at our commentary because there was several jumps where he went full send. And
Oh, he was
way down in the
jumping them by
flats.
50
Yeah.
feet.
My boy was going.
Watch him
for it.
right here on this back tabletop. Turn around and watch how far he sends this thing.
Oh, yeah, he's not.
He
Got his
checked.
timing a little
He
bit.
checked up a little bit there, but he was launching it. Kyler Holcomb just gave up a position and moved back to 4th, but he's still running strong in that Hess Motorsports Yamaha.
I've seen the Boodle name a couple of times in a couple of different classes. Is that a family of,
Yep.
of racers?
Wife
Yeah.
and husband.
And we have a lot, like you'll see that a lot out here. There's a ton of family. The family aspect is something that's pushed super hard here at Mid-America Outdoors. Not just here at Mid-America Outdoors, but just in
Sure.
racing in
Sure.
general. But, this is one of those places where you get to see it. We're sitting here sometimes, we see 2 last names in multiple classes. So there's a lot of people coming out and doing that, especially in 170s. A lot of brothers and sisters and stuff like that in the kids' classes.
Man, I'm excited actually to watch the race that's on screen between Colin Truitt and Eddie. What is Eddie's
Eddie
last
Ensign.
Eddie Ensign. So Eddie Ensign has got our very first S3 Power Sports Honda short course chassis. That is the first full-blown short course chassis we built for Honda. And he really is wheeling that car. He's been a good driver, and he's only about 2 years in, so he's fairly rookie at racing. 0 prior racing experience, and he runs strong.
He's running really good right now. He's following Colin, figuring out where Colin's going, and then he's going to put his laps together. They still got 3 laps left, I believe, as they go through that MRT finish line.
Colin has consistently ran good out here, right? He's been a strong contender out here at Mid-America.
Yeah, Colin showed up this year, and he's definitely been showing out. He's been on the podium a lot of times. He's also dealt with a lot of adversity out here. He's had a few not so great days, but Colin, one of those guys. He's a true sportsman, great racer. Handled everything with class out here, and he just comes back out and mashes the pedal and takes it right to the front.
Man, these dudes are clicking through on their looks like second lap. Is that right? They're on their second lap. So they just finished their first lap, and this is what we're looking at. Kanan Baker running a 2:02. Jeb Boodle running a 2:04. Chase Carr running a 2:05. And Kyler Holcomb running a 2:07. And so right behind that is 2:09, 2:09. These guys are packed up on their laps.
So what do you think we'll see today? We're talking about these times right now, 2:09s, 2:06s, stuff like that in this Pro NA. We have seen, what was it, Joey? 156, 157 in Pro Turbo.
Cody Martin, Kanan Baker, Scotty Champion, and was it Tewksbury? They all got down there deep in the subs.
Yeah.
Yep.
There were several. And
Ash has been down there also.
Cash was at the 158, 157.
Yep.
So we're looking to break 155. That's our new goal.
That would be a new track record out here for sure.
Man, and with this pro class that we're watching, which is the Pro NA, you look back, you can definitely see a difference in the pace that they're running. So we were seeing 210s, 212s, 213s from some of the other classes.
Yep.
And these guys are putting down 202s. You can visibly watch them, how deep they're running in the corner, how far they're jumping the jumps. These dudes are rolling. Look at that jump.
All the way
Look
to the
at that
flats.
jump. Jeez.
Yeah, and just so you guys know, if you're at home and you're watching this, If you don't know, Pro is the fastest drivers on the property. This is the Pro
Oh,
naturally
whoa.
aspirated.
You
That's what-
said pros
Oh,
are the
sorry,
fastest on
sorry.
the property?
They're the fastest
Well,
racers,
hey,
right?
Okay.
hold on.
All right.
They're the fastest in production stuff, right?
All right,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Rock royalty, we break sound barriers.
I just wanted to make sure that we were being clear about who's fastest on property.
Well, between me and you, it's a toss-up. We should do that race again and figure it out.
Well, we got a third now.
I know.
Man, look at this. These guys clicking through on their second lap. We got a
202.
Kane and Baker at a 202. Jeb Boodle at a 203. Chase Carr at a 203. These bad boys 1, 2, and 3 are stacked up on time.
Chase Carr finding some speed. He was 205 just a second ago. Now he's picked up some speed somewhere out there.
Yes, he has. And Kane and Baker, you can see how talented of a driver he is, even as a young man. He ran back-to-back 202s. That means he's hitting his lines.
Right.
He's not making mistakes. He's putting down the same lap every time.
So listen, I'm looking at some comments right here. The Boodle family is daddy, daughter, and son.
That's what
we
there
go.
was a wad of them.
That's
right?
awesome.
Yeah.
Man, that little Yamaha you were talking about just jumped to the flats. Who's that, Jeb Boodle in that Yamaha?
Yeah, so you got Jebs in one and then Kyler Holcomb also. But, man, I'll tell you who's sending it that I'm keeping my eye on is Ray Barnes in that little RS1. It's red and black. He's been sending that thing. He is absolutely not scared to send it. But Colin Truitt, watch how his suspension setup is. He jumps flat. Look at that.
His car does jump really, really good.
We talked about this, though. Look, we're running right above Eddie Ensign right there.
Yeah.
I mean, he's put in a good race. He has not let go of Colin Truitt at all.
Hey, listen, Double E Racing, they make a great product.
Yeah, that's George White with Double E. That is his sponsored car, and Double E will build your race shocks. So he takes your factory shocks, revalves them, resprings them, sets your car up, and you can see how well that little Honda handles. So it's a factory Double E Racing guy set up by George White, and that little car gets down too, man. Jumps flat, corners really flat, and you can tell by his lap times, even with a little less experience, he's kind of pacing Colin Truitt. They're within striking distance right there. One mistake and Colin Truitt and Eddie would be right there.
We talk about it nonstop at this track. Until that checkered flag, until you go through that checkered flag, you never quit racing.
No.
We see so many passes made in the last corner, the second to last corner. Or, we see, things that happen on the track, some adversity that allows someone to make that next position up. So,
well, I mean, look how quick it changed with Rusty Pipes.
Yeah,
First lap,
exactly.
whole shot was putting a good gap on quick, blew his rear left off. And then look at the ladies' race. What is that? Kendra made a pass like you're saying.
I saw it right through the split.
But Ben and I and some of those other people that were in some of that race getting caught up in some of that action, you never know. That was literally the last two turns.
Yep.
Man, you see Kanan Baker on screen by himself, and so man, he's
about to beat that 202.
Man, no, he just ran through for his third lap and ran another 202. This man has ran 3 202s in a row. Let's see what he hits right there.
That's checkered flag.
201. Boy,
They
putting
did.
it down. Ooh, getting awful close to a 2-minute lap.
So there's not been many naturally aspirated getting down there in the sub 2. So it'd be cool to see if he can pull that off. And at this point, we'll have to wait and see during the mains because he took that one.
Well, big shout out to our winners right there in your heat one. It was Kanan Baker, Boodle, and Carr. And then it looks like Truitt, Ensign, and possibly Geisendorf. We're officially unofficial, so if we said that wrong.
Yeah, officially
don't,
unofficial.
Don't come beat us up. But
yeah, let's be
remember, what you see on that screen right there with those rankings, we're doing this off of their time.
Yeah.
Yep.
They got racked in today based on point standings. We're going to rack them in tomorrow, but we're not really going to rack them. We're going to start a little different.
Look at this.
Oh, yes, sir.
What is
yes,
that?
sir. Colin Truitt.
Colin
and
Truitt,
Eddie
the
Ensign.
second.
Oh.
The second wave was running faster.
Well, both of them, Colin Truitt and Eddie Ensign, that were battling so hard that we were just talking about, came in at a 2 minutes.
5.56.
And a 2:01. So surprisingly bumped Baker down a slot.
Well, it kind of can go either way. When you get in those battles like that, like let's just say you're running second, third, you're battling the first guys out in front. Sometimes you're either going to push and you're going to catch those drivers, or you're going to battle so hard that you're going to lose that driver even more. In this situation, they were actually making up some ground.
Look at this. Honda coming in big in the second spot there, and that's that car you were talking about that's built.
Yes, that is the S3. That's our first run at a full short course chassis. So I'm personally happy to see that car do good. But Matt, one of the tough things that you mentioned a minute ago for me, because we've done a lot of desert racing, and a lot of desert racing is about running times. But before we even talk about that, anyways.
We got Tiffany up there on the hills. You got an interview for us?
Tiffany Rock.
Nice run out there. You're doing pretty well this season so far. We've got the mains tomorrow, round 5, but you are the points leader right now. Talking about that, what do you think you got to do to get a win and continue that points lead?
I got to get the whole shot and then just try to stay out in front of Colin and keep a good pace in front of him.
Well, what we haven't talked about, and you're going to be actually the first one I'm going to talk to about this, we are pushing things back to a later start around 7:30 tomorrow, which possibly could go into the nighttime for you. With that being said, how is that going to change your drive style?
We're going to put some lights on, so I don't think it'll change too much. Just might be a bit harder to see the ruts and stuff, but it'll be okay.
Awesome. Well, you've got some people cheering for you up there. They're all hanging out by the pool. Is that where you're going to head up to next?
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course. Well, I know you got to thank a bunch of people for helping you get here, of course, and keeping that points lead.
Yes, I got to thank Baker, my mom and dad, G-Force, John Reed Racing, D&M, MRT, Driven, and many other people.
Wonderful. Well, I'll let you get out of this suit, buddy. Head up over there to the pool. Jump in there for me because it's going to be a hot one still, and we've got lots of things going on. Best of luck to you tomorrow, and back up to you guys.
All right. We're back.
All right, so great interview with Kanan. So he did bump back because Colin Truitt and Eddie Eisen, as they come through, they did move forward. So one thing I was going to tell you about old George White and Double E, my first race car ever, a 800S.
Oh, big dog.
Oh.
2010 model.
Big dog.
2009, the first S model.
Yeah.
Double E Racing did my Elka Stage 5.
Come on.
Ooh.
And let me tell you something. I
You
pulled
flexing?
up to the UTV Rally Raid, and I had people just oohing and ahhing as I sent it over the one tabletop.
Yeah.
Man.
This sport has changed.
Yeah, it's come a long ways, man. Almost fell asleep during that story thinking, man, what is he even talking about? Do they make that vehicle anymore?
And they ain't made that vehicle in quite some time. But
Man, you had to pedal that with your foot. That was like a Flintstone car. You know what I mean? You got to put a foot out and kick a little bit.
It's the safest thing for him to drive.
Yo, for sure, for sure.
listen, that was when the playing field was pretty level. People hadn't figured out how to build things yet.
Yeah.
So stock for stock, I could go toe-to-toe with some good people.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
I could get through some stuff, but once the game started and people like S3 Power Sports started modifying things,
Then it gets a little squirrely.
it gets a little costly and squirrely because you got to be able to get those good parts.
Yeah, yeah.
Got to get those good parts.
Especially to run up front. But one thing I started to mention a minute ago is we saw the field swap right there at the end after you had officially called who was the first and second place.
Yep.
I heard you say it, man.
I did.
These are official. Well, the field flipped on that. And the reason that happens is they were running against time. We talked about it earlier.
Yep.
There's row 1 and row 2. They leave 30 seconds apart, so they don't necessarily have to pass each other to win the class. And that's a tough battle. So I've ran into it before in a desert racing that we do. It's ran against time. And so you may have a 15-minute lead on the guy right behind you, but he could be down a spot. So there may be somebody in the very back of the class making a hard push to the front. So that's one reason, like in racing and running against the clock, you can never let up because you don't know how hard the guys behind you are pushing. They may not catch you, but they can still beat you on time.
Yep, that's exactly right. So that's a good point for everybody at home that was watching all that. Just to give you a little insight, this man's a legend. He's done all kinds of racing. So, all kinds of different tactics out here. Joey has his own tactics out here. He has offered up the $20 tip to let some air out of people's tires.
Yeah, yeah. Anything to get ahead.
Yeah.
Any advantage you can get.
So if you see Joey lurking in the pits, you might want to watch out.
Yeah, he definitely is going to be messing with something. But you see,
I'm messing with something right now. I'm trying to set you up right now. That's why I'm texting.
Oh, do that.
Be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm bringing some more Vegemite up here.
Man, don't do that no more, dude. I can't eat nothing Australian no more, y'all. I just realized I don't like Australian food.
Hey, I told you, when I've had it before. When he walked up here with it and I saw it in his hand, I was trying to hide as fast as I could.
I trusted you guys because I feel like y'all are my friends. I've only known you about 45 minutes since we started doing this MCing together, but I trusted y'all.
Hey, here the first problem was you had the headphone off. I'd taken mine off so I could stand over here. I could not get you to see me when I was telling you need to take that baseball bat size scoop of Vegemite and
back it down.
You need a fraction of
that. Oh man.
But I do have a great video. I'll share it with you. I'll airdrop it to you, and your face is pretty incredible right when that Vegemite hits the lips.
I'm here to tell you, and my buddy Cruz was over there, and I just can't wait to see the
There'll be a reel.
shots he's got.
There'll be a reel.
I still get chills when I think about it, and it wasn't very long ago that happened.
Hey, listen, we've got our favorite of the day.
Yeah.
We're not partial to any races.
No.
I
We
am.
don't pick favorites, but this
I'm
is our
partial.
favorite.
I don't know. I like the women's class. I'm going to be honest with y'all.
You know what?
I'm going to go and be partial. I'm going to pick my favorite. It's the women's class.
And that's because that's where you feel like you could compete.
That's fair. That's a fair statement.
But
and
I'm
I'll
going to
take
tell
that.
you can't. They're faster.
They are faster than they're for sure
definitely
faster
are.
than me.
We saw Kendra hoop like that.
Listen, you do
She don't
pretty.
fool around.
You do pretty good on those long distance runs.
Yeah.
But these short sprints, I just don't know if you're the horse for that.
I'm not cut out for it. I can agree with that.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you, we've got the Pro Turbo coming up, and I am just super excited because I've been talking major trash to all these guys.
Yeah.
I'm trying to start some behind-the-scenes drama. Like I'm going over there, I'm telling Scotty Champion that Cody Martin was talking trash. I'm telling Cody Martin that Kyle Chaney said that he'll never make it. You know, I'm always starting some stuff.
Man, Joey, there's one thing that I've always liked to do in racing, and it's to start like gossip, like start rumors that aren't true. You know what I mean? So you walk over there and you tell like Ryan Tewksbury, like, hey man, I don't know if you know this, but Corey Willis already said he's gonna nerf you in the first corner and try to get you on your lid. And that may be completely untrue, but it makes for interesting racing whenever you do that.
It really does. I actually did that. We were talking about this earlier. I was messing with Scott Champion this week, and I sent him a message. I said, hey, Scott, I said, I got 10K on you during Visions. I said, I just need you to know that you need to win.
Yeah, that's some pressure right there.
And he texted me back, and he was like, are you for real, man? I was like, oh, yeah. Let it go for a couple days. And then I sent him the message and let him know that I definitely did not have that much faith in him.
Definitely not. I mean, we're friends. You're fast. We ain't got that kind of faith.
Hey, we got an interview coming on.
Hop on up here, little buddy. Put these on your head. Now, these were on Mr. Joey's head, so your little head may not be as fat as his was. So tell us what your name is and what you race.
I race 170 stock razors, and I am Carson Hill.
Mr. Carson Hill. And how did you do today in your 170 race?
I did pretty good. I got first.
Well, I would
pretty good.
I would say that's pretty good. What was your favorite part of the track out here today?
Probably the jumps.
Oh, it was. Were you able to get your 170 completely off the ground on some of the jumps?
Yes, sir.
All 4 tires?
Yes, sir.
You were. Did you get a little wild while you were out there?
I got on 2 wheels.
You did?
Nice.
Biked it a few times. How did your race start off? Now, did you get the whole shot right off the start? Did you come out 3rd, 4th? What was it?
On the heats, I got the whole shot.
You did.
I got on the mains, I got 4th, and I passed. I think everybody.
Oh, so for the main, they made you work for it.
Yeah,
huh?
you're making moves.
Yeah.
I heard that, man. And what's your experience racing? Is it just straight to the 170 class? Did you come from dirt bike racing? What is your past experience racing?
My dad got me a razor, and I met friends, and they race, and they got me on a track, and I said, "Can I race?"
Yes. You just couldn't get enough after that, right?
Yeah.
So when you're back home, do you lay out a course in your dad's front yard when he's trying to cut the grass and just kind of burn ruts into the yard over and over again?
Yes, sir.
You do? Does he ever get mad when you tear up his lawn? Is he ever out there in his New Balance shoes, weed eating, and just yelling at you to stop tearing up the yard?
Well, we have a track that we have.
Oh.
Well.
Tell me about your track at home. Tell me about your practice track.
It has the same turns.
It does. Any jumps?
I don't think so. No.
No, you don't think that your home track has any jumps in it?
So did I understand that right, that you have a replica of Mid-America at your house?
That's pretty well what I heard.
That's what I heard, too.
Yeah. Do we need to talk to your dad after this and tell him that he needs to build you some good jumps so you can air that thing out?
Sure, yeah.
That's good. That's good. How many races have you ran this year?
Probably about 4.
Were they all out at Mid-America?
Yes.
You
sir.
have. So you've been running out here all season. Do you know where you are in the overall points for the stock 170 class?
I don't think so.
You don't even think you know? Are you in the points chase, you think?
4.
4th.
No, you know what? Let's let our buddy Matt just wildly speculate where you're standing in points.
Well, I'm going to wildly speculate that you're probably in top 5. I'd say 4's a good guess.
Okay.
That's a pretty solid guess.
I got some insider information.
You agree with Mr. Flowmaster Matt?
Yeah.
You do?
That's right. Everybody agrees with me.
Is your racing over for the weekend? Is that all you have for the weekend lined up?
I have the switch out knockout race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Switchback.
You do.
Switchback. Are you excited?
Yeah.
That's like a straight rhythm with a corner.
Yeah.
All right, I'm pulling for you.
Besides doing that race, what do you have lined up out here at Mid-America? You going to hit the lazy river, or are you going to play in the kiddie pool? Which one?
Probably the lazy river.
Yeah, definitely not the kiddie pool, right?
No.
Nobody, yeah.
I heard y'all are having award ceremony and a pool party tonight up there.
What?
Yep.
Man, like a pizza party and stuff too?
I'm trying to go to the pool party. What about you? You want to
Bro,
go?
you already know.
All
Is your
right.
mom's and stuff? Y'all's mom's going to be there?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, then I'm definitely going to
We'll
the
be
pool
there.
party. Yeah, me
We'll
and
be
Matt
there.
will be at the pool party first.
Come meet us at Two Coconuts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Man, I'm super proud of how you did today. That's awesome that you came all the way from 4th in the main and came back to win the overall for the weekend in stock 170, right?
Yes, sir.
What's next on the agenda for you? Obviously, you already told us you're racing the switchback race. I think tomorrow. Is that when that is?
Saturday.
Saturday. Yep.
Yep.
Sir? He is.
Ultra 4. Did you say you're doing Ultra 4 race?
I'm not gonna do the Ultra
Okay.
4 race.
Oh, you're not racing that
All right.
now.
No.
So what's next on the agenda besides the switchback race?
Probably the pool.
Oh, no, I'm in your racing career.
Oh.
What's next for racing for you?
I don't think anything else.
RC cars?
Are you saying you're going out on top? Are you retiring on camera right now?
Right now.
Well,
This is it. We got you on the spot.
I'm still gonna do the races. at
Oh,
least.
so you got more
Oh, yeah,
races
yeah.
lined up.
Yeah.
Where's the next one for you, you think?
I don't know.
Just wherever a race. You might do it at the red light leaving this place, right? Or in the parking lot. If something pops off, you're ready for a moto at any point, right?
Yep.
Hey, I'll even do you one better. I'm going to send you Joey's address. I need you to go practice starts in his front yard.
Yeah. Yeah, live engine starts in Mr. Joey's front yard. Mainly stay in the grass, okay?
Yeah.
He's got that golf course grass.
Okay.
All right. We'll send you over there.
All right.
Well, man, it was awesome to talk to you. I'm so proud of how you did today. Can I get a little fist bump for that
Yep.
win that you took?
Thank you.
How's your bank account looking after winning today?
I think pretty good.
Pretty good.
Nice.
Pretty good. I like that. All right, cool, man. It's nice to talk to you. We're going to bring Mr. Joey back in here.
Y'all give it up, Carson Hill.
I prefer talking to you, but
Yes.
Mr. Joey talks
Yeah.
a lot, so we got to bring him back. Everybody give it up for Mr. Carson Hill taking 170 stock class this weekend in Mid-America.
Champ.
Good job, man. That's awesome. Yeah, really good job.
Check it out right there if you're at home watching. That's the stage. That's where all the action goes down later. I saw my man Matt Byton walk by here a minute ago. He grabbed my leg. You talked to him?
Yeah, I talked to Byton.
What'd he
said,
tell me?
Right there, what you're looking at, they're about to set their ramps up and do the freestyle motocross trick show right there in front of the National Music Acts tonight, and we're going to have some fun with all of them. It's going to be a good time.
Man, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Something about interviewing those little kids like that makes my heart
It's
happy.
so much fun.
God, dude. And he just loves racing. He said, I don't know when I'm racing next. I don't care, but if a moto pops off here, I'm racing.
I'm going.
I'm going to do it, man. Or go over to Joe's yard and just tear up the grass.
Yeah, we're going to hype that up for you, Joey.
Well, we can make that happen.
We'll keep it mode per se for you.
So what you're seeing there is part of the campground. We've got room. Listen, there's about 10,000 people in this place, but we can still hold plenty more because what we're showing you is all the permanent campground spots that has full hookups. We have over 290 hookups, I believe now, over 93 cabins that are accessible in the park. We have tons of other facilities as well. We have bunk houses and different things of those sorts. But we also have what we call the prairie. And when I tell you it's the prairie, there's limitless opportunities. You could get up there and put 20,000 more people in here easily.
Is there at least a little house over there?
Yeah,
there's a little
got
house
one.
on the prairie.
Little house up there.
There is. Oh, that makes that makes sense. Look, you literally they're not even getting everything that's going on in this drone. He's literally making loops, passing around, showing you everything. It's campgrounds, it's vendor row, it's swimming pool, it's cabins, it's
FOMO.
if you ain't
FOMO,
here,
yeah.
if you ain't here, then where you at?
Yeah,
You
that's
know
for
what I
sure.
mean?
I know last night I'm pretty sure I rolled in about 2 a.m. and was like, man, we just got done working. Like, we weren't just getting back because we were just hanging out. Like, there was stuff going on here. Like, they have so many concerts and so many things lined up for Visions, so many different types of racing in this off-road category of racing. We got, just tons of fun stuff. So
you're working all weekend, like you got a ton going on. But I did see you for a little while at the concert. You and I got to talk because that's a good time. And surprisingly, there was a huge amount of people out there at the concert.
Tons of people there, and I think we'll have, even bigger turnout tonight. Obviously, the crowd has been building, and we have been getting more registrations and different things like that as the day's gone on. Obviously, it's hard for some of us to keep in mind the fact that this is still a work day for a lot of people, right?
Well, that's why I said surprisingly there were a lot of people at the concert because last night was Wednesday night.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
dude, I mean, it was shoulder to shoulder at the concert.
I mean, people know this is the place that you can go. They don't come here just for racing. It's not just for off-road. It's outdoors. It's everything. So you can come here. You could literally be someone in town, never seen racing, don't know anything about it at all, but you're like, hey, I want to go to the rodeo.
Yeah.
You come out here to the rodeo.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that last night.
Hey, speaking of which, things going on at the same time, I'm going to have to leave y'all with it for this Pro Turbo. I hope y'all hold it down for me. I've got to go and announce the winners of the poker run because we've got this big, huge poker run going with hundreds of contestants. I'm going to the poolside stage. Y'all meet me over there later.
All right, we'll see you there.
Joey, it was decent talking to you for a little while.
There it is right there, poolside. That's where he's headed. I think we might have got hustled.
Yeah, I don't understand what's happening here. Joey's the only one that gets to go poolside? But, man,
Yeah.
listen, this is what I can't figure out. Joey's been up here with us all day.
Yep.
I'm sweating over here. That man doesn't have a drop of sweat on him. How is he doing that?
It's got to be, I know y'all had that little clothing battle thing, but he's wearing all that hybrid clothing.
Oh, that's what it's his choice of clothing that keeps him from sweating.
He's taking tips from Brad.
Yeah.
Right? Brad's trying to keep him all he's also got, I think he's got a makeup person for like powder.
That's
and
what
stuff.
I think. He keeps walking off the podium, going and talking.
Gotta go somewhere.
Yeah, he's getting doctored up.
I think he's finally run out though. That's why he left us.
Man, kid-friendly swimming area. They got it all up here.
Well, we're getting ready. Pro Turbo is going to be coming up here just shortly. As you can hear, I've been on the mic doing all kinds of stuff since we've been here, trying to save our voice.
I can hear your voice getting weak. I don't remember. What was Joey's password? We need to get in this thing.
I can't
7271. What did I tell everybody? 0201? Yep, that was it. Because I want to see the lineup that's lined up. So if I just go top to bottom, number 1 through number, what is that? We have 17. We have 17 Pro Turbos.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Let's rip through them real quick.
So looking at this Pro Turbo, we got Scott Champion, Cody Martin, Corey Willis, Mike Park, Cash LaCroix, Zach Smith, Jeb Boodle back out there again, Zach Beavers, Mitchell Huddleston, Gage Hughes, Jordan Berza, Nathan Wolf, Ryan Tewksbury, Kanan Baker, Alan Corbin, Austin Vanover, and Caleb Edmonds.
Man, and honestly, I recognize, obviously from Racing Pro, and I won a championship in short course just a couple years ago in Texas. I recognize a lot of these guys. Scott Champion, son of Billy Champion, is a Supercross racer. He's raced several seasons of Supercross, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was just last year we were watching him win LCQs.
Yeah, he was right up there in the mix, my man.
He's fast. He's extremely fast on two wheels. He's come over here. I don't know if you've been watching or how much of the series you've watched so far this year, but he's been putting in work.
And it's like you and I talked about. He's coming mainly from dirt bikes, and he's transitioning into a side-by-side went straight to pro class, and he honestly is running with the fastest.
He is. I mean, I can tell you right now there's been some good social media videos put out there of him and Cody Martin. They've been duking it out. They've had some absolutely great battles. I mean, you got Cash LaCroix in this group. You got Corey Willis, PPEI driver. Zach Beavers. He is just a madman out there. He's always on a tear. Then you got Jeb Boodle. Jeb Boodle just put on a show for us in the race right before this in Pro NA. We watched him have an incredible run there. Now he's going to jump in a turbo car, jump right back out there. Or he could be running his NA car.
That's what I was just about to say. What do you think? You think Jeb's coming in with his has he got a turbo car, or is he racing up in his Pro NA car?
You're asking me?
Yes.
I have no clue, to be honest with you. I'm still taken aback by the whole Vegemite thing here.
Dude, that was
and all my breath mints are gone.
Oh, were those yours?
They were I just bought them this morning, man. It was full.
I cracked the big side of that thing and just turned it up, trying to get that washed down.
Hey, mad props, man. You did something I would never do, and I don't think a whole lot of guys would do.
I really wish I had some friends up here with me that would have told me not to do it.
Oh,
well,
man.
You had Mighty Mullet, egging you on. I told him to lie.
I was intimidated by him.
I told him to lie to you about Martin.
Yeah.
Loving it.
Oh, yeah.
And you bit hard.
And he lied to me about the size of the scoop. I feel like
he straight hustled you.
He said, just stick your finger in there and just take it.
Hey,
I said,
let's talk about some of your social media crazy stuff.
Oh, man.
How much inventory in your shop has been completely submerged this summer?
Oh, man. So if I was to start top to bottom, just about 2 weeks ago, I lost a brand new Renegade. Now, Renegade is a brand new Can-Am 1000.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was in the bottom of a 30-foot deep lake. We had to scuba dive down.
Is that the one that was like on the side of a highway or like right next to it?
Yeah, pretty well.
Yeah.
And so we backed it off in there to just wash it off and somehow lost.
Oh, yeah, the laziness of power wash. They didn't want to power wash their hot rod, so he drove it into a lake.
Yeah, on accident. So we didn't realize it dropped off. It was like a dugout rock quarry. So we pulled to the edge, dropped off, lost that one, had to get 2 other vehicles to drag that one out. So that was just a couple of weeks ago. Rental car, we're on the rental car blacklist because I think we're up to about 4 totaled rental cars. And when I say totaled rental cars, I mean we brought them the keys back and dropped them a pin where the car was parked and said, you got to go get it. It won't drive itself. And so,
what was their reaction to that? I got to know.
Super confused for sure. And they thought they were kind of like that awkward laugh, where they're like, yeah, man, that's cool. Where's our car? And I was like, well, I mean, you see, there's the pin right there. You're just going to – it's like connecting the dots. Just follow it till you find it. And so rental cars have cost us a lot. Side-by-sides, everybody knows. Like, I've raced checkers or wreckers my entire career, and so I have torn up a lot of side-by-sides in short course, in desert racing, in woods racing.
Doing all this stuff that you do, you hashtag and include Can-Am and all these guys, your bosses basically.
Yeah.
So – and they probably call you laughing or going, dude, calm the hell down, or what the hell are they telling you?
It's one thing, they give me a stern talking to every time. Like I know they're liking it because they're kind of laughing, but they have to give me a stern talking to on a regular basis.
So to your in front of everybody, they say, hey, knock it the heck off.
Yes.
But then as you walk out the room, you two are down at the end of the hallway going, dude, that was
Fist
pretty
bump.
funny.
Yeah, you kind of fist bump as you walk by. They're like, oh, yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. I have torn some things up, but man, if you're not out there doing things like that, living on the edge, man, it's what are you doing, And that's one thing about the pro class that I've learned. You have to run on that ragged edge all the time to run with these guys. And so, like I said, I won a Texas Short Course Championship just a few years back, and every race, every lap, I was at 100%. And even if it was sliding out of a corner or missing a turn or something, you were driving 100% against these guys.
How come you're not into the short course anymore?
Man, that's what I was saying last night. These big races that we get paid to race, so I can't come out here and pay to tear my own car up. And I know how fast these guys are, and I know how hard you got to run, and you run on that ragged edge, like I said, and you already know my inventory of broke cars. I don't need another one. You know what I mean? And honestly, it's been a while since I've been into a short course, and with these guys, you can't just show up and run with them.
Well,
no.
I know him from desert racing.
Yeah,
Mint 400 and stuff like that, and I've seen him do enough things there.
Yeah.
Even off the course, like in the parking lot, that probably don't need to be mentioned right now.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, you confused quite a few people. I forget when it was, but you drove right up onto the podium.
Yeah.
And you didn't podium.
Yeah.
You just drove right up there.
Oh, I don't ever mind that. No.
There's track exit one way, and then there's podium exit to the next.
Oh.
He just got in line, and and they're like 3, 4, 7 deep, with other different classes that you're talking to that finish in the top 3. He pulled up onto the podium, and I talked to him, and
and he said, "Who was that guy?"
And Matt Martelli's going, the guy that runs the whole thing and owns the Mint 400. He's even looking at me, shaking his head.
Don't do it. Don't do it. But I was up there. You know what I did? Social media next day.
What?
Another podium finish.
We talked about that.
Went across the podium again. So, as much as I
Are we starting 3 rows deep, guys?
Yeah, we are.
There's no way they're running all at the same time, right?
No, not on this one. Not on this one. So, only for the mains.
Oh, yeah. I forgot we're still on heats. Okay.
Yep. So today is the heat race. We'll have 3 different waves here, and it looks like Kanan Baker back out there again in his turbo car.
He did move up. So he just finished up in his Pro NA car, which is a Polaris RZR RS1, and he does have a Can-Am X3 Turbo that he races in the Pro Turbo. And I remember a time when he used to race his NA car up into the Turbo class.
Yep. Yeah, he did that last year here. Now he got that car all dialed, and Baco Racing, they work super hard, and his dad is JD's an awesome guy and keeps him on the right track out here. So
that's another family of racers. So it's got him and his sister. They both race, right?
Yep.
Batlax, explain the domination of Can-Ams at the Mint 400 and King of the Hammers over the last 3 years.
Man, Can-Am has come on really strong with the new Can-Am X3 platform.
And then I should stop you real quick right there.
Yeah.
And then on top of this, they swept the podium in their class at King of the Hammers.
Yeah.
Then you got a couple of cocky guys that sign up for the 4400 race against the 4400s.
Why not?
And didn't two of you finish in top 10?
Yeah, I think Kyle Chaney and Cody Miller, I think maybe Hunter or Cody Miller both finished in the top 10 in 4400 class at King of the Hammers. Now, in the 4400 class, they were running a UTV against vehicles with 900 horsepower, straight axles, 40-inch tires, full hydraulic steering, like huge, huge vehicles. And so that shows you how capable the side-by-sides are now. But definitely Can-Am has made a hard push in the past few years since they released that X3.
Well, you just mentioned his name a minute ago. I'm pretty sure. Uh-oh, that looks like a bad start for Chaney. That did not look good. Did you see that?
I saw his name on the list. Chaney is signed up, but he's not here.
He's probably running a team.
Okay. So Chaney is not here even though he's signed up. But I do see Kanan Baker pulled away with a strong old shot.
There he goes.
His car came off the line hard.
I just like that car's profile.
Yes, he's got a really cool look to his car, which is a big part of a race program. I tell everybody, like, you don't just need to be fast. You got to look cool while you're out there, too, right? And if you're not going to be fast, at least look cool doing it.
All right, let's see if we can get the start of the second wave. This is one I want to see right here. We're going to have Scott Champion, I believe. He's up on the line right here. We talked about him some. He came from the Supercross world, from 2 wheels to 4. There you see. Here they come, headed up the hill. And Cody Martin. That looks like Cody Martin's on rails going to the top right there. There's Scott in second. And that looks like Corey Willis trying to go around the outside.
Sure is.
Cody
Martin's got a strong car.
Oh, that's not. Who is that? 904. That is Mike Park. Mike Park made the move right there. Mike Park running in that second wave. Cody Martin, Mike Park, Scott Champion, 1, 2, and 3. We still have one more wave on the starting line. It'll be heading our way here in just a second.
Man, they're not even through the first lap. Kanan Baker's got a strong, strong lead on the first row, and he just got out of his car, so he literally is fresh off of 4 laps, getting into another car. He's got that track memorized after 4 straight laps and then jumping into it.
Oh, look at this third wave. Is that Zach Beavers on the inside?
No, just nosing him out coming out of the corner.
Little bumping right there, but man, Zach, this has got to be the best start I've ever seen Zach
Ooh,
in.
they're going to get into each other.
That is the 27. That's Cash.
You got Cash LaCroix pulling the whole shot. Yeah. Throwing it into the corner, boy. Backing it in.
Cash is on a mission right here in this heat race, but I can tell you, Zach's coming. There's Jeb Boodle in that third spot, too.
Man, he has been running strong all day. It looks like he's in that same Yamaha, unless he's got a turbo on one.
Well, look at this battle on camera right here for all y'all at home.
That's going to be Cash LaCroix, which is, how old's Cash now?
13.
Zach Beavers.
13-year-old Cash. Zach Beavers right behind him, which always runs strong. He's also running one of our chassis.
Yep.
And so his car is always super strong.
Switching it over to the other side, there you see Donovan Willis, the PPEI car.
On lap 1, the first wave, fastest lap is Kanan Baker with a 156.7.
Sub 2 minutes.
Willis,
Everybody else is a 205 or higher.
Yep.
Ooh, sub 2 minute right off the jump.
What was it again? Repeat that for me.
156.7.
Man, okay, so if he hit a 156.7 on that lap, then I believe it's very attainable that we get in the 155s.
Yeah.
Because he's only going to get faster.
I think so, and especially with some momentum carried through the checkpoint now, he should put it on a little faster time.
Cody Martin's in that second wave. His fast lap is 150. I'm sorry. Let's see. Where did he go? 159. Yeah, he'll jump up the second quick, but he's the fastest in that second wave.
Cody broke into the 2 minutes too, under 2 minutes too.
Yep. There you see the battle on screen. That looks like Zach Beavers battling with Corey Willis. Oh, that's Scott Champion and Corey Willis right there.
Cody Martin with a little lead, Scott Champion, and then Corey Willis and Scott Champion battling right there.
Both incredible drivers. Scott's been doing great. So has Corey.
Corey's fighting with him. That's a dog fight there.
That is.
He's going to squeeze him out. Sure did. Over under on him, squeezed around him.
Well, let's see what kind of fight that Scott has left in him to run him down, see what he can do.
Gentlemen, second quick on lap 1, Cash LaCroix, 13 years old.
Nice.
Man, putting down a heater.
157.
Putting down a heater. He is wheeling that little car, that's for sure. That's a man at 13 years old that has no fear.
I love this camera angle right here. Watch these cars. Well, we just went away from it. We'll go back to it here in a second, but watch these cars fly. I don't think you at home really understand how far some of these cars are jumping, how fast they're going hitting these jumps. It's incredible. This is the Pro Turbo fastest guys on the property right here.
They're definitely putting some air under some tires. That's for sure when they hit these big jumps. And by the sounds of the motors, there ain't many of them letting off when they're hitting them big tabletops.
No, not at all.
I'm hearing a lot of chip.
Yeah, a lot of tat. We call it beating the box. When
That's
you put
right.
it on that rev limiter, beating the box.
Well, I can tell you right now,
Yeah, there
Cash
it is.
LaCroix, Kanan Baker, and Cody Martin, they're beating the box, that's for
Yes,
sure.
they are. Ooh,
out
Scott
that
Champion
shot.
going big
Yeah.
on that tabletop.
Scott putting in a great drive.
He is. Corey's actually put a little room on him, which surprised me. Scott Champion is strong, but Corey has got a super fast car, and he is a wheel man. He's come on really
I
strong.
don't know what
the past
happened, but on the last lap, lap number 2 for Kanan Baker, it was a 2:03.
Year. Ooh, he gave up some time. He slowed down, huh?
Well, we got to remind everybody that this is not.
They got another race.
Yeah.
you know?
This is being done by time. It's a time adjustment. It's not by placement on the track.
Yes.
We also need to talk about the fact that there are spotters here at the track. We haven't really said a whole lot about this, so he could be getting a message from JD, his spotter, to say, hey, you've already turned in a heater. Let's see what happens. Don't push the car.
Yes.
Something like that. Trying to conserve for tomorrow, or he could be having car issues.
You're exactly right on the spotter thing. That's the thing that we talked about earlier. Oh, look at that pass.
Look at that
Inside
move.
taking 2 cars. That's Scott Champion, isn't
right
it?
there, yeah.
So that's the struggle that you got to have. Kanan Baker has a good, solid lead on that first row. So his spotter may be telling him, like, hey, man, you can check up, back it down a little bit. You got a good lead. But that's not necessarily the case on time. Who do we have running a flat tire right there?
I don't know if it's flat or it's gone, but it didn't look good.
Yeah. It did.
Right there, you see my man Cody Martin, the rad dad out here. He's always got the family with him, the boys. And right now, he's doing it for them out front, charging. There we go, switching over to the other side of the track right there. So that looks like Scott Champion charging again right into that back section, I believe. Oh,
we got somebody
what do we
slow
got
rolling
here?
through the corner.
Yeah, it looks like they may have a flat also
It's like
right
Jordan
there.
Berza with a flat on his Pro XP. Another one kind of slow rolling.
I'm gonna tell you, for you at home watching right now, and you're seeing a handful of these cars with flats, not going, something like that. Let me tell you, that's from them pushing this car to everything that it possibly has right now on the racetrack.
That's what you and I talked about a minute ago. In this Pro class, these guys are running on the ragged edge. They're throwing it into the corner harder. They're hitting these berms with more speed, and so you run the risk of breaking knuckles, shearing wheel studs, getting flat tires, especially when you're throwing it in as hard as they are.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And these guys right here, they know, we talked in the driver's meeting about this new way we're going to start tomorrow. And so these guys want to be up front. They want to be able to be in that lead pack.
We got
kind of
Scott.
set the pace.
Sorry for interrupting you. We got Scott Champion making a circle
Back
on the
in
track.
there.
It looks like he may be in rear-wheel drive only. I've been in that situation, and that car is a handful in just rear-wheel drive.
They make a ton of power in these turbo classes, so when you lose four-wheel drive, it is almost like you were ice skating out there.
It definitely is that. We got Cash LaCroix coming around the top side, laying the car out.
Look, he's starting that
look at
slide
that.
all the way
Man,
down.
walked it all the way down the hill.
What a line. He's made the move, too.
Making a
That's
pass.
Mike Park. He may have something going on right there.
Yeah, because he was running strong a minute ago, and now Cash is getting around him.
Is it Cash's car built by Greaves?
I think that is a Greaves-built Polaris.
But let's just talk. I mean, what we just saw him do coming down that hill, that is impressive because of his age.
Yeah.
And the fact that he knows how to set that car up to do that. I mean, he put that car as perfect as you could on the inside line right there.
You know that car's handling because the fact he's such a skinny little kid, not a lot of muscle there, but he's obviously in shape.
Yeah, and that car is set up good, man. For him to slide it sideways down that hill, lay it into the corner, that car is set up right, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm looking at these lap times, and nobody's anywhere near as quick as they were on their on their first lap.
We've got Cheney running second. I wonder, is Scotty Lawrence driving his car? Doesn't he step in and drive for Kyle Cheney once in a while?
He does have a teammate. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that is his teammate.
Scotty Lawrence has done good. He did good out here last year. He's always been a strong driver, so he may be driving for Kyle Cheney. this weekend. And so tell me again, what is the arrangement on that? You can have a second driver.
Yeah, but you have to be registered with them as a teammate, and you have to run so many races. So obviously they're not going to let it go down where you get to bring in that ringer for one race or something like that.
So you almost have to
well.
split multiple races with that driver.
Yep.
So they have to truly be a teammate, share driving, and not just bring them in to bang out a heater and give you the car back.
In all fairness, Pro 4, you're side by side.
Yeah.
Cash right there. It's in that corner. Look at where he started that slide in that corner right there. Did you see that?
Man, he throws
Before
his car
he even
in
made
super early.
Yeah, that great lines right there for Cash. I believe white flag is out, so we're on our last lap right here in your Pro Turbo heat race today. Tomorrow will be mains, and guess what? We're doing it under the lights tomorrow.
Oh, man, that'll be exciting to watch. And when you watch Cash drive, what's crazy is a lot of people aren't super fast. So what people say is what looks fast is not necessarily fast. And that means when you're sliding a lot, when you're sideways a lot, that's not always fast, even though it looks that way. But if you watch the way Cash runs, he carries a lot of speed. He throws his car in super early, so he's not losing that momentum. Typically, when you're sliding a lot, it's at the exit of a corner, it's you ran in too deep, and you get the car swapping ends. He's not. He throws his car in super early, carries momentum, and then powers out of the corner. He's just truly doing a good job of wheeling that car.
Yeah, I just remember Jimmy Johnson saying, brake early, accelerate early.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, which is exactly what Cash is doing. He's stabbing the brakes, throwing the car in, dragging the brakes through the corner, and powering out.
Incredible run for Kanan Baker.
He is.
We have had Cody Martin has been on a rail. What's he looking like over there, Scott?
I'm pretty sure he's third quick.
Well,
yeah,
checkered flag is out. So we're going to give you some times, and these are not official. These are officially unofficial.
Yeah.
But
So let's see. Cody Martin is third quick with a one. Where did he go? There he is. 159.43.
Yep.
Second quick is Cash with a 157.79. And the top spot, quickest guy on the track, obviously, was Kanan Baker with a 156.77 on his first lap.
We're going to want to watch this. So Cash is coming in. He has not crossed the finish line on his last lap. He's been putting down some heaters. He's going to clear this tabletop, no problem. But he's fixing to cross the finish line. I'm really curious to see where it shakes out with him because he's bumped pretty far down, but he's fixing to cross now.
there he goes to the MRT finish line. What do we got?
Oh, man.
Cash LaCroix, yeah, he's second quick.
Immediately put him in the second place when he crossed the finish line.
So here's where we stand. It's now still not updated, but because you got Cody Martin in fourth, but his time is faster than Zach Beavers. This hasn't updated. So basically what we know for sure right now, top two, Kanan Baker with 156, Cash LaCroix with a 157.
There we go. Now we're getting
and then
some
we have
people
a one,
passing through.
Yeah, then I think we got a 159 is Cody Martin. That's the top three I know for sure.
We got an interview.
Kanan Baker and then Cash.
Hey, guys, guess what? We got an interview up at the top of the hill with Tiffany. Let's send it up to Tiffany.
All right, another great run for you. It's getting way dusty up here. Obviously, seat time is everything, and you're going to be able to get that. Walk me through how you're feeling to finish off the day.
I'm just glad to be up here again talking to you. It feels great. It's very hot outside, of course.
And talking about that, we mentioned that tomorrow night we're going a little bit later, and seeing the way that the track has been coming together, we're still seeing a lot of dust. What do you think the predictions are going to be for how the track will be tomorrow night?
I think it'll be a little slick and a bit rutted, but I think it'll make some great racing.
Awesome. Well, I know you got to thank a few people again for helping you get some fast lap times.
Aspen Car Wash, Baco, Driven, and everyone else.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to let you finally get out of your fire suit, head up to the pool, enjoy your night. It's been a great day of heat races. Mains tomorrow, like we talked about. Back up to you guys.
What did you think of that?
Man, that was a strong race, dude. And it doesn't surprise me that there was some carnage out there, you know. And you watch that and you're like, man, why are those guys, they're supposed to be the best. Why are their cars breaking? But, man, they are running so hard, and you just watch them backing it into the corners. That's the chance you take. Honestly, in a pro class like that, if you finish clean with absolutely no problems, you had a very good, a very lucky race.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And that was incredible. I'm super excited tomorrow to see these guys come back, stack it in the main, a new starting format that we're going to try out.
It's going to be crazy start tomorrow.
It's going to be
It's going to change things up a ton because if you finished 14th, you're not starting in row number 2.
Yep.
You're starting 7 rows back on the outside.
Right.
So that's a game changer right there.
And then also for tomorrow, they won't be racing the clock. They're going to be racing each other, and the first man that crosses the finish line wins the Pro Turbo class, right?
Yeah, and there's no weighted point system in this 2-moto format. This is
7
literally
laps tomorrow,
like
or is it still 5?
5 laps
It'll
tomorrow.
still be 5
Yep,
tomorrow?
5 laps tomorrow.
That's not a lot of time to move forward.
You're going to have to make it happen, that's for sure. So
let's run down the top. Let's say 5 guys for the Turbo class that just finished up. Man, and the 2 youngest guys in the class.
Yeah, no kidding, huh? Yeah, they're the only ones that broke the 2-minute mark. Actually, no, I stand corrected. There was Cody Martin in that 4th spot, but he was the only driver. The top 4 were the only ones that break that 2-minute mark is what I'm trying to get at.
Yes.
So officially unofficial, what's our top 5 showing on there?
Let's see. Trying to get it as accurate as I possibly can, zinging up and down. So our top 5, I saw a 201. Whoever's driving for Kyle Cheney, I believe he's in the top 5. Thought I saw a 201. There it is. That's Zach Beavers. So let's see. 156, Kanan Baker. 157, Cash LaCroix. 159, Cody Martin. 201 is Jeb Boodle. 202 is Scott Champion.
And these are going to be the top 5 fastest laps right there, right?
Yeah,
but for overall in the race, we're looking at, what is that? We got Kanan Baker, 14 years old? Is that what you said?
The youngest man in the field right there.
Youngin. And right behind him is Cash LaCroix, 13 or 14
wait.
years.
Sorry, I forgot about
Yeah,
Cash.
he may be the youngest. So we got Kanan Baker, Cash LaCroix, the 2 young boys. Next behind him, Zach Beavers coming in strong. Cody Martin also running hard. And then Kyle Cheney, which has a step-in driver, which, man, not a bad choice because my man is rounding out the top 5 in that car.
I would have loved to seen him here this weekend taking on these, because he's such a meticulous, quiet, dare I say, stealth individual. I've seen times a couple rounds ago where he would go out for practice. Actually, no, I stand corrected. He wouldn't go out for practice. He'd qualify, and then for the main event, they would let him go out and do the reconnaissance lap, come back, get lined up. He'd sit at the line. Everybody else would go out, and he'd just sit there. And then he'd go out and stomp the field.
My man.
It's Iceman.
Iceman. Well, Scott, Dustin, we got a lot of stuff left to do still today. I've had a blast sitting up here on stage with you, Scott, and Dustin. Joey was here. He's gone. He's in the pool. He snuck out on us. Yeah, there he is right there. We're going to go find him here in just a minute. But, man, great racing today. We hope you come back with us tomorrow.
Yeah,
do a little bit on our stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll slip in here.
Tomorrow evening, we're back for mains.
We won't make you eat it. Yeah, exactly.
No more Vegemite.
I can't handle stuff like that no more. I'm not eating nothing else that y'all suggest from now on.
Yeah. Well, don't worry, I won't do that. That was wrong. I feel bad. I gotta apologize. I knew that was gonna be that bad, and when you had that scoop on your finger,
you don't seem like you feel that bad about it. Let's
well,
be
the thing
honest.
is, you're not really. Well, I'm gonna go in there again.
Yeah. If we're gonna do it, we're going all in.
I mean, you don't do anything halfway. But great time today. We're coming back tomorrow with the mains. We got a lot more action still to go here at the park. If you're at home and you're watching, you can still make it in time for the action. If you're out here watching the live feed and you want to know where everything's going on, download that Mid-America Outdoors app. That'll keep you laced up on where everything is and when everything is going down. But until then, Dustin, Scott.
2 more days of racing, boys.
That's right. Good times, guys.
Yep, for
We'll
sure.
see y'all soon. Thanks for tuning in at home, and share the links. Tune in tomorrow.